essentials of health and healing, creating a new mindset that focuses on nutrition, exercise, and spinal correction. For your consultation, please call Marble City Chiropractic at 865-766-2081 or go to marblecitychiropractic.com.
At Ingles, we know the ever-present struggle of, what am I going to make for dinner this week? That's why we started the Ingles table. It's all waiting for you at ingles-markets.com. Ingles, low prices, love the savings.
Don't put the rain gear away for too long Monday and Tuesday. It's going to be kind of spitting light rain after all of us got the first alerted rain earlier. Mild weather, though, 60 degrees with breezy winds midday Monday. Winds go slack. Fog is back on Tuesday morning with more windy weather and a few showers Tuesday. From the WVLT Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ben Cathy.
This report is sponsored by Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Over the hills and through the woods, wishing you clear skies and open roads. Wherever you're going this Christmas. Merry Christmas. This report brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Tennessee Insurance for Tennessee Life.
Hey Knoxville, it's your local State Farm agent, Josh Hemphill. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. Contact the Josh Hemphill team right here in Farragut at 865-675-3999.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by McKeon Law Group. Life's troubles aren't always fun, but there's a law group in town who will help you get them done. Call Jed McKeon and the McKeon Law Group, 294-8008 and attorney-knoxville.com.
Fair, honest sports conversation from two guys that define credibility. Here's Josh and Swain on The Sports Animal.
This is Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us in the text box. The playoff selection committee gave Ohio State and Penn State home games and Indiana an in-state game. Big Ten bias question mark. Now, I don't know if Indiana views going to Notre Dame as a favorable draw. It is in state, but it will not be easy.
I mean, you look at Tennessee's and Penn State's resume. I mean, you can make a case for Tennessee to host over Penn State, but Tennessee did not play in the conference championship, and Penn State did. Ohio State, their resume versus our resume, their resume is better because they have more top 25 wins. I said this the last couple of weeks. The SEC has been winning championships, bragging about it. There is SEC fatigue outside of the SEC footprint. People already look at ESPN and wag their finger at them because they feel like there's SEC bias. So, yeah, like I'm not surprised by the current setup. But if you're Tennessee, you can't complain about it. You had opportunity to host if you would have beaten Arkansas. You didn't do that, so now you got to go on the road. And you got to play against a team that's talented. But they're fragile right now. They are fragile. They lost to Michigan. They think the world's going to end. There's more pressure on Ryan Day than on Josh Heupel. Ryan Day is possibly coaching for his job.
Yes.
Think about how
if they lose at home in the first round of the playoffs, so that means they lost back-to-back games at home to close out the season as a big favorite against the rival Michigan, where you hadn't won in 3 straight years. Now it's 4. And then they turn around and lose at home at night with the season on the line against Tennessee, where they're also favored at home. Buckeye fans are not going to stand for it.
Yeah, think about the last couple of years and how Michigan has had the same effect that Florida has had on Tennessee, where it's just something mental, it's a mental block that gets in the way of Tennessee, even if they're the better team or more talented team. They just, in the last couple of years, Michigan just found a way to win, and they've been just more tougher. They've been more physical. It's one game and you're done for Ohio State. So if they couldn't handle the Michigan pressure, what makes you think they can handle the Tennessee pressure? A team coming in there from the SEC, a team that where we're strong, they're weak, and they don't have great quarterback play. Like, they're nervous, and they should be. I mean, I'm nervous too, but they should be nervous as well.
The first round matchups, Texas will host Clemson in the 5-12. Ohio State's hosting Tennessee.
So proud of you, Clemson. I'm so proud of you.
Clemson's in.
I'm so proud of you, Clemson. Dabo.
Bama fans have to hate Clemson, right?
They already hate Dabo.
Right.
From the time Dabo beat them, now they probably hate him even more.
They kicked him out.
But I think they should probably look at their own coach and their own staff.
Look inward. But Ohio State, Tennessee is the 8-9. Winner gets Oregon. The winner of Texas-Clemson gets Arizona State, the 4 seed. Penn State will host SMU in the 6-11 game. The winner will advance to take on Boise State. And then Notre Dame gets the 5 seed, the highest seeded non-first-round bye team. Probably a complicated way of saying it. Notre Dame, the 5 seed, they will host Indiana. I'm sorry, they're the 7-10. I'm looking at the wrong numbers. Maybe that's why I was confused. They're the 7-10. They will take on 2 seed Georgia.
Georgia got some problems too now. Because Carson Beck, I don't know if he's going to be healthy.
Yeah, what's the deal there? They've got 3 weeks.
I saw him mouth to his teammate, "It's bad," when his teammate was asking him about his elbow. So
He went into that final play, but that was to hand it off. Everybody knew what he was about to do, except for, I guess, the Texas defense. There was no chance they were throwing the football in that play.
No chance.
So the fact they were able to run it right at Texas and score was impressive. But
has Texas season been impressive for you?
It's Gunnar Stockton at quarterback if Beck can't go. What's that?
Texas. Has their season been impressive to you?
Well,
what wins do they have?
Yeah, it's been impressive in terms of how they've played, but no, the resume doesn't. The resume doesn't have an incredible win. I think going to Texas A&M on a Saturday night with the season on the line and dominating the game is impressive. But in terms of high-profile wins, no. I mean, they went to Michigan and blew out the Wolverines. Again, Michigan not a great Michigan team. I do think the way they won that game was impressive. Texas and Tennessee played 7 of 8 games that were the same in the SEC. So their schedule in Tennessee's were almost identical. The difference was they played at Texas A&M and Tennessee hosted Bama. There was some difference home and away. But 7 of their 8 SEC games were the same as Tennessee's. So schedule-wise, they didn't play a tremendous schedule of opponents. They played Georgia twice, but lost both times. Their strength of schedule, number 21 in the nation, though. What they did is they played a bunch of teams that were bowl eligible or finished with winning records. So they didn't play a bunch of elite teams. They didn't really play many trash teams.
I'm not here to complain on behalf of Tennessee because, again, I didn't think we played as well as we could have played throughout the season. I'm glad where we are and we have a chance to win a championship. Our road could have been a little bit better if we would have played better. So I'm not questioning anyone's schedule to try to pump up Tennessee's schedule and proclaim that Tennessee should be rated higher. Like I think where Tennessee is fair, but I am questioning a little bit of Texas' resume versus Indiana's resume, other people's resume, the committee's way of getting to the 12 teams that they got to. Like, I am questioning that, but no complaints about where Tennessee is right now.
Yep. Yeah, I think different people have different opinions when you look at, okay, what this team do, what that team do. For me, it's Penn State. I think Penn State is a quality team. We have to be careful about talking in extremes, just saying, oh, this team's no good, that team's no good.
That team is trash.
Right. Like, I don't think there is an elite team. If there is one, it's Oregon. But even they, I think, still need to prove that they are that. I think they're a very good team. I'm saying elite, like we've seen the best of LSU and Georgia and Bama in recent years. Clemson at its best was elite. But
there's no elite teams this year.
Yeah, I don't think that there is. Oregon is very good.
They're the
Don't get me
closest
wrong.
thing to it because they're undefeated.
Yeah, but with Penn State, I think it's a good team that did not do anything that was overly impressive during the regular season. Their best win is Illinois at home, and okay, South Carolina's favored to beat Illinois in a bowl game by 10 points. So, and I think people probably get tired of hearing about point spreads, what it means for a game, because at some point you have to go play. But Penn State at home against Ohio State couldn't get it done. In the bowl game against Oregon, couldn't get it done. Now played both of those teams, which I respect, within a score. So I think Penn State's a quality team, but is it a team where you just look at it and say, they're an automatic host in the first round? I don't know that I can say that either.
Yeah.
But I think you can point to any of these teams' resume or profile: Texas, Penn State, Ohio State, Tennessee, definitely Indiana. Even Notre Dame, they're 11-1. They have that Northern Illinois loss. That's a terrible loss.
They've been playing lights out since.
Yeah. So they have. See, that's part of what's left out is we often just look at, okay, who did they play? What were the results? And we're not actually talking about how did they play.
'Cause that matters.
Yes.
That matters. For all the criticism that the committee has been getting, it seems like they've been watching the games to see that, okay, Notre Dame, yes, they had a bad loss against Northern Illinois. But since that loss, they have been playing good football. It's how you play and who you play that determines where you should be seated. And Notre Dame, they've been playing well. They have beaten the teams they were supposed to beat. They've handled them. Like, they've handled them.
Yep.
And that's what good teams are supposed to do versus teams who are not good. You're supposed to handle them. So
right.
I do think Notre Dame is one of those teams that's playing some good ball, and they have been for, 10 straight weeks, it seems like?
Yeah, like there's been a lot of, hey, why don't we, Danny White talked about it on Sports Talk, but a lot of people agreed, or a lot of people have said it independently. We need more objective computer-based opinions in this, as opposed to a committee sitting around and sharing their own opinions. Well, if you bring the computers up, offensive efficiency rank, Texas is number 17. Defensive efficiency rank, number 1. Overall efficiency, number 2 in the country.
It's pretty good.
The other thing, that the simulated BCS rankings are very similar to what
you saw that?
committee did. You saw that
Yeah.
too?
Yeah. Tennessee's at 7.
Yeah, very similar.
Yeah.
It's almost like the committee might have been using some of that data to make their choices.
I'm surprised Ward Baniel didn't tell us. He said everything else. So if it does go to more computer-based, using more analytics, then it'll be hard to have so many people arguing, complaining, and screaming unfairness.
Yeah. Everybody left it up to the committee to put them where they are, or, if they didn't make it, where they are not.
Pretty much.
865-656-9900. What do you think? Share your thoughts. 865-656-9900 to call or text the show. We appreciate you hanging out with us here on Josh and Swain.
They say the best things in life are free. Streaming 99.1, the sports animal proves it. Your odds to win 99.1 The Sports Animal's biggest prizes just got better. We now draw one member of our email club, The Jungle, as an instant finalist in contest with a grand prize value of over $500. Club members get links to our latest blogs and videos, plus a layout of Sports Animal programming and the biggest sporting events of the weekend. To make sure you receive our weekly Sports Animal emails, visit our website at 991thesportsanimal.com and sign up for The Jungle Email Club.
We all know just because gifts for loved ones can look like flowers, a spa day, or maybe even planning date night. But what about something that will truly last and protect your loved ones along the way? I'm talking about life insurance. I called SelectQuote to secure our coverage and couldn't believe how easy and affordable it was. I'm 40, and my $500,000 policy was only $16 a month. My husband's also 40, and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. And with their same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. With monthly payments less than the cost of a bouquet of flowers, this is the perfect time to make sure your family is protected.
Call Select Quote at 1-800-596-2626 or go to selectquote.com to get your free quote today. That's 1-800-596-2626. 1-800-596-2626. Details on example rate at selectquote.com.
Unwrap the magic of Christmas with dazzling surprises from Rick Terry Jewelry Designs. This holiday season, elevate your celebrations with custom designed jewelry that tells your unique story. And here's a little extra joy. With every purchase from us, you'll receive our complimentary maintenance program, providing you peace of mind knowing your items are backed by a team of professional on-site master jewelers. Visit Rick Terry Jewelry Designs today. We want to be your jeweler.
Join Tyler and Will this Friday afternoon at Oak Ridge Nissan at the corner of Illinois Avenue and the Turnpike in Oak Ridge. Make that short 10-minute drive from anywhere to Oak Ridge and save thousands. This Friday afternoon, starting at 3 at Oak Ridge Nissan with Tyler and Will in 99.1, the Sports Animal.
Introducing Summit Wines, sustainably grown, expertly crafted wines from around the globe. Their story is one of passion, dedication, and a relentless pursuit of perfection. From meticulously tending their vineyards to masterfully blending their grapes, they are committed to delivering excellence that you can taste. Summit Wines comes in a 3-liter box and will stay fresh for up to 6 weeks after opening. Summit Wines is available in Cabernet Sauvignon, Pinot Grigio, Chardonnay, and Red Blend. Ask for Summit Wines at your local store.
Have you ever been stoned? I'm not talking about that freshman year of college at the frat house, laying on the floor, feeling out of your mind stoned. I'm talking about kidney stone when you're an adult and you're hunkered over the toilet with electrifying pain pulsating through your body because a kidney stone is sliding through your urinary tract like a 20-pound petrified porcupine, moving at the speed of a sloth. Hi, I'm David Brewster from Aqua Clear Water Systems, and I may not be a medically certified stone stopper, but I have been helping clients for 25 years who have had kidney stones by getting them super pure drinking water by removing the hardness impurities that fertilize and feed kidney stones. I'm not making health claims, but I have seen it help clients, and maybe it can help you. So before you get stoned and start to cry, why don't you give us a good, tasty try?
You can make a difference with Mission of Hope Cyber Barrel Christmas Drive. Now through December 10th, visit missionofhope.org to purchase new toys and coats from the online registries that will ship directly to their warehouse. You can also drop off donations at select Food Cities, Home Federal Banks, Fisher Tire, and Barnes & Noble locations. Look for the iconic blue barrels. To donate, call 865-584-7571 or visit missionofhope.org. Thank you for extending hope this Christmas.
Progressive Commercial Insurance can protect your small business with over 30 coverage options, an easy-to-use mobile app, personalized discounts, and more. Get a quote in as little as 6 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Discounts and coverage selections not available in all states or situations.
I'm PJ Glasser, helping you beat the books with BetQL. The Bengals and Cowboys will finish off Week 14 in the NFL with a Monday night matchup in Dallas. The Bengals offense has been humming all year behind quarterback Joe Burrow, as Cincinnati has put up at least 27 points in their last 4 games. Burrow has already tossed 30 touchdown passes this season. Cincy's offense versus suspect Dallas defense means the BetQL model's taking the over for their top play in Monday Night Football. I'm PJ Glasser. Bet smarter and beat the books with BetQL. Download the BetMGM app today.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm. If you own a timeshare and you want out, you need to get the facts. Wesley Financial Group and its founder, Chuck McDowell, have helped over 40,000 families cancel their timeshares permanently, and he may be able to help you too. Call right now. Chuck will send you a timeshare exit information guide free, explaining how your timeshare works and all your options for cancellation. You want to call Wesley Financial Group, 800-761-0000. That's 800-761-0000. Once again, 800-761-0000.
From the Budweiser studios of The Sports Animal, we are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
We're back on Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. Next to Jason Swain, I'm Josh Ward. Final segment of hour number 1 with you until 3 o'clock on 99.1 The Sports Animal and AM 640 The Sports Monster. And we say hello to Tyler. Tyler, good afternoon. You're on Josh and Swain. What's on your mind today?
Hey, guys. Go Vols. I'm excited for us to be in the playoffs. I hope to see a whole field of orange there in Columbus. Yeah, I have a question about that. Have you guys heard anything about Georgia's ticket sales when they face off against Texas? I've been hearing a lot about that, where their ticket sales were actually cheaper in comparison to Texas fans. Not their student section, but just normal ticket sales because it was played in Atlanta. So I'm curious if the same thing's going to happen in Columbus, Ohio, where our fans will have to pay more to get in the stadium as to compare to Ohio State because it's played in Columbus. But I'm wondering if you guys have heard anything about that, because I've heard that from my dad. I've heard that from various coworkers, so I'm wondering what you guys take on that. Go Vols.
Thanks, Tyler. Honestly, I have not heard anything about ticketing for the SEC title game. If there was news on that, I didn't see it.
Yeah, me either.
There is a small ticket allotment for Tennessee to be at Ohio State. So I'm sure there'll be orange that finds its way into the stadium. Tennessee fans travel as well as any fan base in the country, but that's going to be a tough ticket for sure. But in terms of price differences, I haven't seen anything on that.
Yeah, I remember when we went to OU, and man, we took over. I don't think that's going to be the case in Columbus, but where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah, fans will get in there. It's just that I'm sure will cost some money. Not as much, I don't think, as it would cost to get into Neyland. Neyland was going to be a ticket, my friend.
Yeah, that was ridiculous, man.
But it is in Columbus. Tyler, if we find anything on difference in ticket prices, but the allotment's $3,500, and then some of those have to go somewhere. So it's going to be a difficult ticket. I know season ticket holders were putting in their, not bids, but putting their name in the hat yesterday to try to get a hold of them. Hey, let's say hello to David before this hour ends. Hey, David, thanks for calling in. Short on time, but about 90 seconds. Thanks for calling in.
Okay, I'll make it quick. Hey, thanks for taking my call. Just about three things. One is I think Tennessee got jacked on the selection. And the way I back it up is didn't Clemson beat SMU? So if they did, why is Clemson a 12 and SMU an 11? They got a better seed for losing the game. And then also what I think is really funny is the Pac-12 won 2 conference championships over the weekend. So that kind of makes the Big Ten and the Big 12 look kind of like Bush, like they always were. Thanks for taking my call, you guys. Bye.
Okay. Thanks. Yeah, so Oregon went in and Arizona State went in and won their new conferences. But the SEC saw Texas come in and go to overtime with the king of the SEC in Georgia.
Yeah.
The Big Ten also invited Oregon for a reason because they knew how good they were.
Yeah.
For the Big 12, yeah, that league just is what it is. That's going to be all over the place.
Well, it ain't just about how good they are on the football field either. Because if that was the case, Missouri would have not been in the SEC in 2012. It's about that money, too.
That's right. And they came in and won the East a couple times. Pretty quick.
That's not the point, Josh.
We're out of time, Josh. We're out of
time
time here this hour. Hey, David, thanks for the call. 2 hours to go. Join us on Josh and Swain.
Spring is here, and you're probably flipping through the television channels watching all the home improvement shows, right? Because you want to make your outdoor space look the absolute best. First phone call needs to be the Tennessee Home to my friend James Anthony. 304-0955. 20 years of experience, and how many fencing contractors in town can also turn around and build you the perfect deck for you to start making memories all throughout the spring and summer. James Anthony, the only phone call you need to make is the Tennessee Home. 304-0955 or TennesseeHome.us.
Fellas, when you're not feeling yourself, you're feeling tired, grumpy, you've noticed lack of motivation and drive, weight gain. Also, there's a loss of muscle mass that you have been noticing. You want to work with the experts in this field. Well, that's Low T Center. They have over a decade of experience helping patients, and super important, their personal treatment plans are optimized for each patient. These are not standard basic treatment plans. For established patients, they offer a convenient physician-monitored at-home treatment plan. This is shipped right to your home each month without the need to come in for weekly visits. Also, guys, you can get your health evaluated for treatment with prescription GLP-1 weight loss medications. Go to the website, that's lowtcenter.com, to book your appointment so you can feel your best, look your best. Again, that website, lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
This has been a paid announcement.
Ho, ho, ho! It's that time of year again. If you're feeling the pinch in your pockets while trying to stuff those stockings, Alcoa 10 Federal Credit Union has just the thing for you. Introducing our Extra Holiday Cash Loan. Need some extra jingle for your holiday cheer? Get up to $2,500 for 12 months. That's right. Now you can give gifts that make you the star of Christmas without turning into the Grinch. With rates as low as 7.99%, you can spread joy without emptying your pockets. Your wallet will thank you. After all, it deserves a holiday too. Ho, ho, ho! But hurry, this offer wraps up on January 31st. Visit atfcu.com to learn more. Alcoa 10 Federal Credit Union, your less red tape banking alternative, a place where you truly belong. We want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays from all of us at ATFCU.
Visit atfcu.com for loan details. Member NCUA Equal Housing Lender now through January 31st, 2025. Rate subject to credit approval. Rate subject to change. Restrictions and conditions apply.
This holiday season, Capital One reminds you to give yourself the gift of 1.5% cash back with the Capital One Quicksilver Card.
Can I earn 1.5% cash back on birds?
Birds?
What if you sent your true love 2 turtle doves plus a partridge in a pear tree?
Sure, but why would anyone want that?
The song was very convincing.
Earn 1.5% cash back on all your holiday purchases with the Capital One Quicksilver Card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
This is the story of the one who, as a maintenance specialist for a historic high-rise, knows that vintage charm historically needs constant attention. Which is why, when it's time to upgrade turn-of-the-century mechanicals, they turn to Grainger. With easy access to 1 million-plus products and the scale to deliver when and where you need them. The right tools and supplies are never far away. So the one can keep that vintage building running like new. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Christmas.
Hurry, they're gonna be up soon.
When families and communities come together in the spirit of peace on earth and goodwill towards men.
Operation Silent Night and Stone Effect. Okay, we're ready.
At Ingalls, we know that Christmas isn't just a holiday. It's a feeling to embrace all year long. Ingalls, your neighbor for over 50 years.
This is WNML AM Knoxville, WNML FM Friendsville, streaming worldwide on the Sports Animal app and website, 99.1thesportsanimal.com. 99.1 The Sports Animal, the station where the Vols play.
This is Andrew Perloff with a Sports Minute. The Kansas City Chiefs feel inevitable. They aren't even playing well, but the two-time defending champ found a way to beat the Chargers last night. They're 12-1 with an inside track to get the number 1 seed in the AFC. The problem for other teams? If it's close, the Chiefs have Mahomes. Right now, that edge makes them feel unbeatable. I'm Andrew Perloff.
Must qualify for enrollment. Results may vary.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-583-5795. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call
800-583-5795. That's 800-583-5795.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Shopping for a mortgage? Don't sign a thing till you call for a free quote from Fountain City Finance. 687-8200.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by McKeon Law Group. Whether you're facing divorce, injury, or any legal strife has come your way, there's one call to make to Jed McKeon and the McKeon Law Group, 294-8008 and attorney-knoxville.com.
Welcome into hour number 2 of Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. Next to VFL, former Tennessee wide receiver, Vol Network sideline reporter Jason Swain. I'm Josh Ward.
Hey.
Swain,
yes, Josh.
A little news.
What we got? Tennessee
that-
number 1?
Soon to be.
They
Soon
come
to
out
be.
yet?
The poll should come out here in the next few minutes, I think, and
Well,
Rick
I'm
Barnes'
waiting
team
on it.
should be number 1 in the country. I did that. You ever heard of 23andMe?
I did that with Juan Soto. We cousins.
See, that's not cool. You can't just be stealing my jokes.
Oh, that was your joke?
Yeah.
I thought you just did.
Now people are going to know that he's not my cousin.
Well, I don't know why people would think that y'all not cousins. You look just alike.
Close, at least. And yes, your other question, the answer is yes. Tennessee is the number 1 team in the country. The Associated Press poll just came out, and the Vols are ranked number 1. So Rick Barnes has taken Tennessee back to number 1 in the country. We knew that was going to happen based on last week's results.
Oh, yeah.
Now we can say that it is official. In the voting, Tennessee moves up 2 spots. The 8-0 Tennessee Vols are number 1 in the country. They are 8-0 and have won each game by 15-plus points.
Man, I remember Juan Soto as a youngster, playing with him, T-ball, coach pitch, showing him how to get that swing on point. Little cuz making us proud.
You thought that kid in the background of the family cookout, you thought he looked familiar.
Turns
that's New York Mets signee Juan Soto. Cuz
I don't know why he went to the Mets when he could have stayed at the Yankees and got the same bag, but whatever.
15 years, $765 million. As far as I understand, none deferred. That's all coming right in to the bank account with some incentives where it could go higher, some escalators.
Man, oh man. I played the wrong sport. All along, I should have been playing baseball. Oh, well. Basketball team number 1. Can't be like Bruce Purcell's team that went number 1. Can't lose the next one. Gotta win. Gotta go on a little run.
Tennessee will play Miami tomorrow at Madison Square Garden. Miami is a pretty nice name, not a great team. They have lost 6 straight, and Tennessee should win. And then Saturday, Tennessee will go to Illinois. That is a good team.
Yeah,
that's a top 20 team.
That's going to be a tough game.
Let's see. Illinois is ranked. Did they slide?
No,
they slid out. Excuse me.
We want them. No,
but still good.
We want them high. It's still gonna be It's still be a good win, even if they are out the top 25 because they're a good team.
Man, they fell further than I would have expected.
Then they may jump back
Lost in overtime. Anyway, they're number 17 according to KenPom. So nobody should take Illinois lightly. But Tennessee is the number 1 team in the country in the just updated Associated Press poll.
All right, let's get it, Vols. Let's get it. I told Zakai yesterday, he better be on his best behavior in New York.
He's going home.
I know. That's why I told him, be on your best behavior. You did a good job against Syracuse. I know you probably play against some guys that you know. You playing in front of your home crowd. He's going to get a bunch of tickets, friends and family. Best behavior, Zakai. Best behavior.
So Tennessee baseball, number 1, right? They won the national title.
Mm-hmm.
Tennessee basketball is number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Tennessee football is in the college football playoff.
Yeah, man. A lot to talk about with Tennessee.
Lady Vols.
A lot to sell.
Another impressive win over the weekend. Tim Caldwell's team's off to a terrific start. So, yeah, right now, pretty good time. Pretty good time for Tennessee athletics.
Them Lady Vols fun to watch. Woo, Cooper. Woo. When it is crunch time, you give her the ball, let her do her thing. That's what she did against Iowa. That was fun. That was real fun. She did the same thing versus Florida State. You wait till Caldwell get some better shooters and some players that can go off the bounce a little bit more athletic. Oh, man. It's going to be even more fun.
Yeah, so smile. If you want to gripe about the committee and the playoff format and all that stuff, I get it because it's flawed, no doubt. But it's a good time to be a Tennessee fan.
It's a great time.
There's a lot to be happy about. Christmas season is here.
Hey, man, I'm just glad to be right here in this room talking to you about everything that's going on with Tennessee athletics, my friend.
Good to be right here with you, too.
That's right, man. That's right.
What else could you ask for?
That's right. Couldn't ask for anything better. So, a lot of winning going on, and don't want it to stop at all. We want football season to go all the way to the end of the month until next month.
Have we jinxed anything here in this segment?
No.
Okay.
You know what would jinx? The game on the 21st? Playing like crap. Yeah, that would jinx it. Yep. You play good, you don't have to worry about jinx.
Don't really kick it to Caleb Downs.
No, sir. Listen to me. Coach Eckler, put that chili down and listen. Do not kick it to Caleb Downs. Just kick it out of bounds. It ain't worth it. You're playing against a quarterback that's struggling. Don't let him off the hook. Don't make me go Denny Green on you today. Don't let Ohio State's quarterback off the hook by allowing Ohio State to put up points without their offense on the field. You make their offense score the points. Don't let special teams, don't let defense score any points. Don't kick it to them. It ain't worth it. You agree?
Totally agree.
It ain't worth it. It's not worth it.
Yeah, if I were a coach, essentially, I'd have one policy that would not change, and that is I do not, on purpose, put the ball into 5-star future NFL players' hands. And that's what Caleb Downs is. So that'll be one of the keys we talk about over the next couple weeks. I'm sure Ohio State's saying, hey, we can't let Boo Carter get out there in space either.
That's true.
So that will apply to both teams. Caleb Downs is a former Alabama defensive back transferred to Ohio State in the offseason. His choice when he transferred was Georgia or Ohio State. So it was, he's one of the best in the country, and Tennessee will go up against him a week from Saturday.
Let's get it going.
We're going to see what the deal is with Carson Beck and his injury.
Didn't look good.
They will have a little extra time because they get the first round bye, but I don't know if it's going to be an injury where 10 days makes a difference for him, an extra 10 days. So we'll see there.
Yeah, not when you're throwing the football. If he had like a ankle deal and he couldn't finish against Texas, but he had 10 days to heal up and he was in a shotgun all day and he didn't have to really move that much, didn't have to scramble that much, he probably could still affect the game. But it's your throwing arm. How you going to throw? So we'll see the injury. And if I was Georgia, I wouldn't have said anything about the injury until I knew where we were seated.
I would have been curious to see what would happen if they lost the game. They're a 3-loss team, and there was a question surrounding their quarterback. I don't think that was going to knock them out of the playoff because it's a 12-team field. But I do wonder, would they have been for sure hosting? My guess is yes, but no, we don't know on that one.
People were ready to pounce on that point.
Ready.
Oh, boy, they couldn't wait to make that point. He ain't going to be able to play. You got to do them like you did Florida State last year, even though last year was a 4-team playoff. So.
Yep. Last year was a 4-team playoff. Florida State also was hurt by the fact that they played without Jordan Travis, and that didn't go well. They won.
Well, here's the crazy thing. They played without Jordan Travis. They look worse. Georgia looked better.
Georgia rallied without Carson Beck to beat Texas.
No, they look better, Josh.
Yeah. And Gunnar Stockton was a highly touted guy.
But they looked better. Like, Texas didn't stop them. Remember that number one defensive efficiency team?
Yeah. Now, I would add, they have looked better in the second half all season long. Georgia Tech, they were much better in the second half.
That's fine.
So that's been
that makes
on
point.
brand with Georgia.
Yeah, hey, they've done it all season long, and they didn't change even with Gunnar Stockton in there. So that's enough. I don't want to make any more points for Georgia. I'm good.
The only other thing I'll add, I think Kirby might be the GOAT at this point. I think he might have passed Saban in terms of getting his team to believe anything.
Josh, he's pissed off right now.
So mad.
He called out
Greg Sankey on stage.
He called out Daddy Sankey. They called him out.
And, you know, what he said was, Greg Sankey and the SEC had us go on the road all season long. They obviously played as many road games as everybody else. Everybody plays 4 and 4. Now, their schedule is a little different because the Florida game alternates who's the home team, who's the away team.
Wait a minute. That Dan Curry's smart. This is what he tells his team.
That's what I'm saying. He gets his team. I saw Malachi Starks, their terrific safety, future NFL player, in a post-game interview, I guess it was a playoff interview yesterday. Malachi Starks said that at the beginning of the season, everybody thought that Georgia would not be here. Nobody thought that Georgia wouldn't be there.
I tell you, man, that Curry smart, man. He knows how to lie to his team.
He got one of the defensive linemen a couple years ago, I believe it was, one of their defenders to say, people had us going 7-5. Nobody had them doing that.
Yeah, Mark Rigg's not coaching y'all.
He had Malachi Starks yesterday saying, people didn't think we'd be in the playoff.
No one lies better to their team than Kirby.
He's the greatest, and I say this as a compliment, the greatest liar.
He is.
Of all time.
He does a great job, man.
Because it's purposeful and it works. We'll come back. 865-656-9900. We'll get to Tennessee, Ohio State. What do you think? 865-656-9900. What you think, what Cole Kubelik thinks. You'll be interested in Cole's opinion coming up right here on Josh and Swain.
Always on, always free. Stream us free via the app, your smart speaker, your favorite streaming service, or the website at 991thesportsanimal.com.
Elevate your products today with Native Nursery, now open to contractors and landscapers. We're your one-stop destination, offering quality wholesale plants, trees, and landscaping materials. We'll even take your leaves and hardscape waste for a low flat rate. If you're a contractor or landscaper, make Native Nursery your go-to location today.
Call or come by and see Ben and Ted. 865-315-0123 and 3473 Louisville Road. 5 minutes from Pellissippi off the Topside Road exit.
Hey, it's Josh. I want to tell you about Wilson Brothers Plumbing. We have felt some of that really cold weather here recently. We will have more of it coming up over the next few months. Wilson Brothers Plumbing is there for you if you run into a plumbing issue during this cold winter season. They also want to help you get out ahead of issues that you might run into. When temperatures drop below 20 degrees, leaving your sink cabinets open and letting faucets drip can be a clutch play to prevent freezing. Wilson Brothers Plumbing can help you get ahead of issues, but if you run into those issues, get in touch with Wilson Brothers Plumbing. It's the company that I've used at my home. They helped us with an underground leak issue that we dealt with last year. They've helped us with a project that we needed help on. If you run into an issue or you're planning a project and need a professional to take care of it, get in touch with Wilson Brothers Plumbing. If your plumbing is giving you the cold shoulder this season, call a timeout. Put Wilson Brothers Plumbing in the game. Give them a call at 865-415-1537. You can visit wilsonbrothersplumbing.com. That's wilsonbrothersplumbing.com. Wilson Brothers Plumbing. The proof is in the plumbing.
This has been a paid announcement.
As we get ready to put a bow on 2024, it's a great opportunity to reflect and be thankful. Hi, I'm Mark Pankratz, former UT men's basketball coach and now financial advisor for Axiom Wealth Management. As we look on to 2025, I'm sure there are some questions and even some uncertainty, but it's time to plan for the future. At Axiom, we listen to your financial questions and goals so that we can partner with you in achieving what you want to achieve. Every goal needs a plan. Start yours with Axiom Wealth Management. Call us today or visit axiom.nm.com. Axiom is a Northwestern Mutual Private Client Group.
Join 99.1 The Sports Animal this Sunday morning at 10 a.m. for the NFL Report. John Wilkerson and a rotating group of the Sports Animal staff discuss the games, players, trades, and injuries that make the NFL the most popular pro sport in the country. For over 20 years, the NFL Report is the place to start your pro football Sunday. This week, join the NFL Report live at Mellow Mushroom 2485 Parkway in Pigeon Forge.
Do you need a gym that checks all the boxes? Check out the Y. Free childcare while you work out, top-of-the-line fitness equipment, group fitness classes with certified trainers, swimming pools, and basketball courts, nationwide access at thousands of YMCA locations, family events, scholarships to neighbors in need. dedication to community. All of this with no contracts. Join more than a gym. Join the Y. Join online at ymcaknoxville.org.
Christmas, the day you can make her feel special and loved, or the day you can end up taking a penalty flag to the face. I'm Danny Overby from Kimball's Jewelers, and I can help you win the Christmas season. We have the gift she wants, and we can help you get it. In a rush, call us, and we can even have it gift wrapped and ready to go when you arrive. Let us help you get the gift of her dreams. Kimball's Jewelers, helping men be the Christmas MVP since 1933. On top of Bearden Hill and online at KimballsJewelers.com.
Hey folks, it's Jake from Rusty Wallace Kia of Knoxville on Callahan Drive. When you're looking to make your next car purchase, think about these things. Rusty Wallace Kia's fantastic selection. We've got more cars on the ground than we've had in years. Think about the incredible warranty with our exclusive 200,000-mile warranty. And think about the excellent service before, during, and after the sale. You'll get it all when you choose Rusty Wallace Kia of Knoxville, I-75 at Callahan Drive.
This is Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. 865-656-9900. Derek says we're saying the same thing about Ohio State's offense that we did about Georgia. Weak on the offensive line, struggling quarterback, but we saw what Georgia did to us in the second half. Hopefully we have a different game plan defensively this time.
Yeah, hopefully we play better and we're able to adjust and adapt. That's one thing Georgia did that we were unable to do is Georgia did a really good job of in-game adjustments and adjustments at halftime. So, Rondé's no Kirby Smart, but
there's a difference. Yeah,
that's a really good point.
Yeah, but talent-wise and some of the talking points, that is a good point, Derek. We appreciate the text. Let's say hello to Terry, I believe Buckeye Terry on Josh and Swain. Buckeye Terry, good afternoon.
Hey, what's going on, fellas? Oh, man.
It's a big game for you, Buckeye Terry.
Hey, it's the happiest day of my life, I'm telling you, besides marriage and kids' birth. Other than that, I'm excited. I can't wait for this one. I got all the people at the post office all worked up. The whole office is against me, all in Knoxville, including a couple of my managers, Weston and Justin and Barker. They all against me, but that's all right. I'm going to take them all down. You all are going down just like that. Buckeye Nation going to run this city. I'm telling you. Yeah, I'm so excited. I can't wait for this game. I've been waiting on us to play y'all. So this is exciting for me. It's like Christmas gift. My birthday on Christmas. This is my Christmas gift. I know we ain't finna lose.
Oh, man. Both of your teams playing.
Over there in Oak Ridge.
I know you're excited. I know you're excited. Both of your teams playing in the college football playoff.
Shut up. Shut up. Ain't nobody talking about Notre Dame. Shut up.
Uh-huh. Why did you know I was talking about Notre Dame?
Because I know you. Hey, Churchill over there at Oak Ridge, Snoop at Austin East. I got all y'all. Y'all all going down. Everybody in Knoxville. I can't wait. Swain, you know I can't wait to knock you off your pedestal.
We record the show, don't we, Josh?
Yes, we do.
All right.
Yeah. Keep it recorded. Put your finger on the tape because I want to hear Swain when y'all lose.
Okay.
Oh, my God. I'm so excited.
Uh-huh. You was excited last week, too, when y'all played Michigan.
That's right.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
What happened then? What happened then? Were you sucking your thumb after the game?
Hey, they got
Would you curl up in the fetal position after the game?
We need business. Hey, I did. I
Mm-hmm.
was down. It took me about a good 5 days to even think right. Yeah, it did. They kind of hit me hard. But it won't happen again, buddy. It won't happen again. It's once a year. That's it. That's it. You ain't getting another one.
Who's going to be the next coach for you?
We ain't going to fire our coach. We finna win the title, baby. We finna win the ship. We finna win the ship. What are you talking about?
Oh,
I heard everybody talking about,
That's hilarious,
they don't
bro.
lose Oregon. Man, we can't wait to play Oregon.
Man, you missed your
We
call.
can't wait to play Oregon.
You missed your call. Why you delivering packages, man? You should be a comedian. You missed your calling. Dave Chappelle ain't got nothing on you, man. You missed your calling. That's hilarious.
Hey, I'm just telling you right now, we got the ship, baby. We got the ship. Y'all better understand.
You got the ship.
Oh, so excited.
What ship?
Yeah, we got the ship. The
Where?
championship.
Right
here, baby.
Okay.
We don't have that trophy coming home where it belongs.
Okay. You say so.
That's where it belongs. Right? I'm 100% guaranteeing this.
100% guarantees.
Well,
it's what you said the last 2 years versus Michigan.
Buckeye Terry, we've got you recorded. You said save this one, and save it we will. So look forward to the next week and a half in the build-up, and have a safe ride. I understand you're going to carpool with Swain to Columbus, so
I'm not driving.
Look forward to hearing about that one.
All right, y'all have a good one.
Thanks, Buckeye Terry. Good to hear from you. Tennessee, Ohio State in Columbus on Saturday, December 21st.
Buckeye, this is very peculiar for you. Why would you talk trash this early after how your team played versus Michigan? Don't you know? We know Brian Jean-Marie, who's on that staff in Michigan, who was on this staff last year. We can just hit him up.
But Connor.
Hey, I wasn't joking when I said we should hit up Connor Stallions last week, but I mean, that's an option too. Nobody has to know, but I would. I'm hitting up everybody that has something to help me be able to beat Ohio State.
This is something that will help. Listen to what Cole Kubelik said. This was on SEC Now last night. They did their playoff and bowl preview after the release of all the games yesterday, and they were going through the bracket of the playoff. Here are the thoughts, starting with Cole Kubelik. You'll also hear Chris Doering weigh in. But Cole Kubelik, his initial thoughts when the Tennessee-Ohio State game comes up.
In Columbus, December 21st, prime time. It's going to be in the 20s at game time.
Why do you make the face? This is the easiest one for me in all these matches.
You like Tennessee
I'll
big?
take Tennessee through. That defensive line is going to dominate.
Really? I like their ability to run the football, too, against Ohio State in that weather.
You're down a left tackle. You're down Seth McLaughlin at center just in the last couple of weeks. I don't care about the weather. Tennessee's front wins this game for them. Nico's not going to have to do heavy lifting in this game.
Cole Kubelik on the SEC Network, and Chris Doering agreed with him, by the way. So in their picks, Tennessee advanced, but Cole Kubelik said that was the easiest one of the first four matchups for him. Tennessee over Ohio State. Later in the show, when they were doing bowl picks, not playoff, bowl picks, Darinoka asked for a bowl lock. Roman Harper, Chris Doering, and Cole Kubelik. And Cole said Tennessee over Ohio State. He jumped out of the bowl games to go back and say Tennessee is his lock.
Let's go, Cole. Let's go.
So Cole is strongly in favor of Tennessee in this matchup against Ohio State. What do you think?
Because he knows about the uglies up front.
He does.
He knows about Ohio State's shortcomings on the offensive line. He knows about Tennessee's defensive line. Oh, man. Oh, Buckeye Terry. All right, man. If Tennessee is unable to tackle in space, because this is what I'm doing if I'm Ohio State, from Chip Kelly, I'm not letting Will Howard be in that pocket too long with 5- and 7-step dropbacks. I am getting the ball out quick to my stud receivers. And I'm saying, all right, Tennessee corner, secondary, can you tackle our guys in space? That's what I'm doing. I can't put this game on Will Howard. Not after he let me down versus Michigan. Now, he may come back and have the game of his life. It would be on brand, wouldn't it? It would be on brand, but that's what I'm doing if I'm Ohio State. So I'm expecting that. If I'm Willie Martinez, I'm Tim Banks, because this Tennessee defensive front is going to cause them problems, man, period. We have went up against some of the best offensive lines in the country right here in the SEC, we'll be prepared for that offensive line.
Yeah, because their skill talent, their big five starting out of Travion Henderson, Quinshon Judkins at running back, Abuka at wide receiver, Jeremiah Smith, and Carnell Tate.
Scary group.
That's as good of a big five as you're going to find.
That's a scary group
in all of college football.
That might be
Those
the best.
are 5 future NFL guys.
That might be the best group in the country.
Mm-hmm.
It's a scary group. But let me pull up what they did versus Michigan.
Not enough. Not nearly enough. By the way, Tez Johnson, just speaking of talent, Tez Johnson for Oregon.
Oh, yeah. He went,
snap your fingers and he's gone.
Oh, yeah. He went.
Gets Penn State the other night.
Crazy. Yeah, he went crazy. They said that was his first time that his biological parents saw him play in person at Oregon. That's pretty cool.
That's incredible.
Yeah, very, very cool. Oh, you want to know about your Ohio State receivers, what they did versus Michigan? The leading receiver was Carnell Tate. He had 6 catches for 58 yards. So a little under 10 yards per catch. That's what you have to do if you are Tennessee. Abuka, he had 4 catches, 51 yards. Jeremiah Smith did have a touchdown, but 5 catches for 35 yards. So they got the ball out to these guys. Like, between those 3, man, they had 15 catches between those 3. So, like, they got touches. They just weren't able to get loose. That's what you have to do if you're Tennessee. You got to tackle well in space.
Don't let them get loose. Paul says Ohio State did not beat anyone better than who Tennessee has beaten. There's bias in the ranking for the Big Ten and ACC. Then they use their bias to justify the seeding. If Vandy was in the ACC and played Clemson's schedule, Vandy may be a playoff team. I don't agree with the Vandy part. The other stuff, I mean, maybe. I don't know that there's big ACC bias.
Yeah, I mean,
what's the ACC bias?
ACC is the worst P4.
Clemson's in because they got an automatic bid.
Yeah, SMU's in because
they're seeded 11th and 12th.
Because they play in the title game, and the last thing they want, they would rather have teams schedule weak non-conference games than to have teams boycott and opt out playing in conference championships. That's what that decision was about. And if you are SEC, why would you go to 9 games? There's no point now. Not unless you get paid like Juan Soto. Like, there's no point. This is a 3-team, 3-bid league. When we thought coming into the season, I'm not talking about just you and me, but like everyone thought that SEC would be a 4 or 5-team bid league. And we only got 3 in. So why ever go to a 9-game schedule? And it's not – no one didn't miss the – the teams that didn't miss the playoffs – the teams that missed the playoffs from the SEC, it's not because of who you scheduled out of conference. It's who you lost to in conference. Like Ole Miss, you lost to Kentucky. Alabama, you lost to 3 teams inside the conference. It's not about your non-conference. It's about who you lost to in conference.
That's correct. Maybe you lost 24-3 at Oklahoma.
Yeah.
24-3.
You didn't score a touchdown. With Jalen Milroe as your quarterback and Ryan Williams as your receiver, you didn't score a touchdown in 4 quarters of football. Sit down somewhere.
We'll come back. 90 minutes to go. 865-656-9900 to join us on Josh and Swain.
Your odds to win 99.1 The Sports Animal's biggest prizes just got better. We now draw one member of our email club, The Jungle, as an instant finalist in contests with a grand prize value over $500. Club members get links to our latest blogs and videos, plus a layout of Sports Animal programming and the biggest sporting events of the weekend. To make sure you receive our weekly Sports Animal emails, visit our website at 991thesportsanimal.com and sign up for The Jungle Email Club.
Hey, Knoxville, it's your local State Farm agent, Josh Hemphill. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. Contact the Josh Hemphill team right here in Powell at 865-512-7542.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
This holiday season, Straight Talk Wireless is letting you say yes a lot more with real unlimited data. Yes to sharing pics of the ugliest holiday sweaters. Yes to checking weather on the go for surprise sledding trips. And with a free phone at sign up, let the yes-tivities begin.
No way!
Yes way. Straight Talk, real unlimited data. Available at Walmart or straighttalk.com. Offer valid through 1/5/25 while supplies last at participating stores. Taxes and fees apply. Requires in-store activation on select single line plans. Limit of 2 phones per customer. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Football and fireball. A match made in heaven. And by heaven, of course, we mean Twin Peaks. Spice things up next game day with a shot of your favorite cinnamon whiskey. Football and fireball. Together at Twin Peaks.
When it comes to commercial real estate, experience is worth its weight in gold. NAI Cola RM Moore's team brings over 470 years combined experience to the table. With that much experience, you can trust that they've seen every mistake made before. They know how to avoid pitfalls that can cost time and impact profits. That means NAI Cola RM Moore's experience not only helps expedite deals, but it also saves you in both the short and long run, because they know to avoid costly issues before they happen. Experience gets the deal done right, the first time and every time. From commercial, office, and investment property to property management, trust NAI Cola RM Moore to optimize your opportunities to maximize profit in commercial real estate. Call 865-531-6400. That's 865-531-6400. Online at colamore.com.
You're either in or you're out. And some things need to be kept in. And some things need to be kept out.
Whether it's for safety, curb appeal, or privacy, Cantrell Fence Company separates the in from the out. Aluminum, wood, vinyl, or chain link, we can meet your needs. Let us help you keep what's important in and the rest out. Get your instant estimate today at CantrellFence.com.
It's basketball time in Tennessee, and Tennessee Roofing Specialist loves to support the Vols and UT fans, so they would like to offer you a 10% discount during basketball season. Tennessee Roofing Specialist is your local roofing expert, specializing in new construction, remodeling, and commercial roofing, and committed to providing outstanding service at a price that won't break the bank. So if you're looking for an affordable, reliable roofing company, visit TennesseeRoofingSpecialist.com for your free estimate today. Tennessee Roofing Specialist, your roof, their reputation.
Green Meadow Wine and Spirits is your holiday party and gift headquarters. Stop by every day for your free entry to their 12 Days of Christmas. Win the opportunity to purchase an allocated bottle, no purchase necessary. Then the 13th to the 24th at 4 p.m. each day, they raffle off allocated bottles. Green Meadow is the place to save money on all your Christmas specialty wines and liquors. Special gift packages available. And make sure you have the spirits for your New Year's celebration. Green Meadow Wine and Spirits. Follow them on social media. Hunters Crossing in Alcoa, just across from Weigel's. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 10. Sunday, noon till 6.
Showers coming and going, breeze coming and going, but the clouds are really sticking around. And despite that, we'll keep a high temperature well above average at 60. Tonight, working our way down only into the 50s. It's real mild with widespread dense fog early morning, then some more scattered showers Tuesday. Can't rule out some snow Wednesday. From the WVLT First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ben Cathy.
This report is sponsored by York Factory Direct.
We exceed your expectations with HVAC products built to the highest quality and sustainability standards and tested under various extreme conditions to ensure reliability and efficiency. York, built to work. Visit york.com/become a contractor.
Need a new roof? You need Mo Shingles. Need new siding? You need Mo Shingles. Mo Shingles, locally owned and operated with an A+ Better Business Bureau rating and over 100 5-star reviews. Free estimates, moshingles.com, 770-0506.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by McKeon Law Group. East Tennessee, born and raised. If you're facing legal troubles, make the call to East Tennessee's local law firm, Jed McKeon and the McKeon Law Group. Call 294-8008 and attorney-knoxville.com.
Free on the radio, free on the app, free on our website. You can hear 99.1 The Sports Animal free anytime, anywhere. The hottest sports stories of the day broken down to their very core with honest, informed opinions. Here's Josh and Swain on The Sports Animal.
This is Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. 865-656-9900. Tennessee men's basketball team #1 in the country in the Associated Press poll, which came out this afternoon. And the Lady Vols enter the poll. They are number 19. So they moved up 7 spots from where they were. I believe the last team out receiving votes last week, and now number 19 with big wins last week against Florida State and Iowa over the weekend.
Man, this team deserves it. The girls deserve it. The system is style of play is fun to watch. They play hard, they play good defense, and they just getting started as a program. So Danny White proving that he knows a thing or two about hiring basketball coaches.
He's done quite well with where he's been, and now at Tennessee, off to a very good start with Kim Caldwell as Lady Vols basketball coach. A lot of sports in really good position. They're lucky with a lot of the coaches they have, and obviously a long way to go with Kim Caldwell with what their ultimate goals are, but start couldn't be better with where they are. 865-656-9900. Also had a text sent in asking if we have seen the report, and we have. Zach Klein of WSB down in Atlanta reporting that Carson Beck has a UCL injury in his elbow. On3 also reporting that. Klein's report says that it's expected Beck will miss the second-round game. Georgia has a first-round bye, that he would be unavailable for the next game. MRI results are still pending, but multiple outlets reporting on the UCL injury from Carson Beck, who did not play in the second half except for the final snap he took in overtime after Gunnar Stockton got knocked out with his helmet coming off. Somebody had to go in the game for a play. It was Beck. They handed it off and won the game.
Why didn't they go to Rashada? They didn't trust him?
Maybe not.
Worth noting, that's all. Worth noting. Yeah, that's a pretty big deal. I saw where he was mouthing to his teammates that it was bad. So, not surprised that he is going to be out. But Gunnar Stockton proved to be more than capable of leading Georgia to a win. Now he has to do it from the opening kickoff to the end of the game after a team has some film on you and game plan for you. So. He didn't make all the best decisions, but, hey, Carson Beck was throwing interceptions all season long, and look where his team is. So Kirby's probably going to tell his team that nobody's picking them to win the Sugar Bowl, and everyone thinks they're going to be one and done.
If Carson doesn't play, if this is what it is and Gunner's the quarterback, who are you taking, Notre Dame? Let's assume they win, or Georgia? You can change your mind between now and New Year's.
Neutral site,
yep.
Sugar Bowl, Georgia.
I take Georgia too. It wouldn't be easy. Wouldn't be easy.
No, it wouldn't be easy at all. But hey, Notre Dame, they've had experience against an SEC opponent, a talented football team in Texas A&M, and they were able to go down into their hostile environment and win. And this will be a neutral site game at Sugar Bowl if both teams, or Notre Dame, is able to win. Excuse me.
Yeah, but a lot of schools would trade their backup quarterback. A lot of schools would probably trade their starting quarterback for Gunnar Stockton.
Correct.
Let's say hello to Rick on Josh and Swain. Hey, Rick, good afternoon. Thanks for calling in. What's on your mind?
Good afternoon, guys. Hope y'all are having a blessed day. I want to give a shout-out to all the Vols teams, Lady Vols, basketballs, baseballs, and obviously the football team. looking forward to this spring coming up, being a former Diamond Vol myself. But with the current playoff situation like it is, I don't see where there's any need for these conference championships anymore. Just get rid of them and rank them as they play during the season. Get rid of these preseason rankings that gives these notions that teams are up there where they were last year. I just don't see the point in preseason rankings and don't see the point in these championship games anymore.
Yeah, the preseason rankings are there to bring attention to the sport, and you always want the sport kind of in the forefront. So I don't think those are going anywhere.
Yeah, they're probably there for us. Also, I don't even know how do you get rid of rankings? You tell people stop giving opinions and voting on things.
Well,
so.
you just stop officially putting out preseason rankings. I mean, that's how.
Yeah,
that's
well,
how you.
Definitely not happening.
Yeah, that ain't happening at all. But
and same for the championship games, because Rick and I don't even disagree with your opinion on it, but the championship games are partly there for money. So you're not getting rid of that revenue. I'll tell you that much.
Well, they're at this point they're really pointless other than revenue, and plus you've got more games to play. If you're in the playoff system, especially if you move it to 16 games, you're going to get the additional revenue that from the playoff situation if you get rid of the conference championships.
Well, there's a lot of things in life, Rick, that's pointless outside the revenue.
Yeah, and you'll
I can agree with you on that one.
You'll also run into situations where you have teams that would tie for a regular season championship, having not played each other. Then you run into, okay, who's your champ if it applies to the playoffs? So it actually can be useful in terms of determining who your champion is for the playoff. And this year it would have been Texas. Texas would have been your SEC champ without a championship game, because they did not tie.
Well,
they were a one-loss team.
Also, getting rid of those championships would eliminate the Boise States and the ASUs being seeded with a bye. That's
they got to fix that.
To me, that's eliminated. That needs to be eliminated.
Yeah,
well, you're still going to have a championship. What you're changing is how you determine it. You're not going to do away with championships.
Well,
you
Boise States and the Arizona States that play inferior conferences, they shouldn't get a bye over.
Oh yeah, that's a separate conversation. Yeah,
that's what Rick's talking about.
But you're saying get rid of the games, correct? The championship games.
I don't see the point in them with the expanded playoff situation the way it is. I just don't see the point in a conference championship game.
Well, Feinbaum said today on ESPN that they're probably going to go away at some point. So.
But if something doesn't change with the format, the SEC might say we're going to do our own little tournament, and we'll see whoever wants to meet us at the end for a national title.
Oh, you better believe that Greg Sankey
he's not happy.
Not happy
with
this year's results.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not real happy with us having to go to Columbus, even though I think we've got a good chance of beating them up there.
Yeah.
I think our body of work. Especially with Ohio State losing to Michigan the last game of the season at home to a 3-point, being a 3-touchdown dog. I mean, that's crazy. It's ludicrous that they're ranked ahead of us.
Okay, Rick. Hey, appreciate the call and appreciate all your points. Thanks for hanging on with us.
All right, go Vols.
Thanks, Rick. 865-656-9900 is the phone number. We haven't spent much time on it today, but we have discussed over really the last few months. The format of the playoff is just absurd.
Yeah, it's silly.
It's silly.
Yeah,
it's silly, but it's been silly. The playoff committee, with all their flaws, we can talk about that, they have nothing to do with Boise State and Arizona State getting first-round buys.
No.
They didn't rank those teams there. Those teams ranked below Tennessee and Ohio State and Notre Dame. They then jump up because of the format that was created by others.
How did Ohio State jump Tennessee and neither team played?
In the polling? Yeah, that's a good question.
What are we doing?
Maybe some of the voters, because, of course, a poll is an accumulation of votes. Maybe some of the pollsters penalized them. They put them in a penalty box for a week and then said, okay, a week's passed, we'll bump you back over. Maybe some people voted last week, and I don't know what people look at. Honestly, I have no clue what people look at. I think a lot of people reference or use the word resume without ever actually looking at a resume. And sometimes they're just using one metric within a, quote, resume as opposed to paying attention to everything that was done over the course of a season. Because I actually thought last week, and I still think this week, if you're having a resume conversation, it should be Tennessee versus Penn State, not Tennessee versus Ohio State.
Yeah.
And not everybody agrees, and that's perfectly fine.
Tennessee's resume is better than Penn State's, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't think Tennessee's resume argument, I don't think you want to make it against Ohio State.
No.
But if you want to make it against the Nittany Lions, you can win.
Yeah, you can.
Yep.
I agree.
All right, we'll continue and appreciate your opinions. What do you think? 865-656-9900. We got a couple of weeks to share them before the playoff field will go hit the field. Friday night, December 20th, and then 3 games on Saturday to December 21st, including Tennessee at Ohio State. We'll keep going right here on Josh and Swain.
Hey, this is the Fat Jack, and football season is here. Are you ready to make some money? Have you bet on sports before? That probably did not go great. I can help you make money. Go to fatjacksports.com and get dialed in to turn a profit. The picks are emailed to you. They're on your personal portal on the website, and you can pay less than $50 a week for longer packages to make money betting this football season. fatjacksports.com, the only place you need to go. 100% transparent, and will turn you profit this season at fatjacksports.com.
Does life feel heavy sometimes? Lay your burden down and give it to God. The Gathering Church is a community of believers who are not here to fix you, but to help you receive the love that God wants you to have. It's never too late. Jesus still saves, heals, delivers, prospers, and He cares for you. Prayer service at 9:30 a.m., teaching at 10:30. Visit online at thegatheringfamily.com, or better yet, come in person. All are welcome at The Gathering. You're not alone. You can make this place your home.
Thinking of a gift for the entire family? Games and Things has great deals on all in-stock and special order pool tables. With holiday movies and bowl games coming up, be sure to check out the largest selection of theater seating in the area. For those last-minute gifts, see Games and Things for cue and case combos, darts and dartboards, poker chip sets, table tennis, foosball, and air hockey tables. Or if you can't decide, get a Games and Things gift card. It's your holiday destination on Kingston Pike at Lovell Road. Games and Things, 'cause life should be fun.
Join 99.1 The Sports Animal this Sunday morning at 10 a.m. for the NFL Report. John Wilkerson and a rotating group of the Sports Animal staff discuss the games, players, trades, and injuries that make the NFL the most popular pro sport in the country. For over 20 years, the NFL Report is the place to start your pro football Sunday. This week, join the NFL Report live at Mellow Mushroom 2485 Parkway in Pigeon Forge.
Attention Medicare beneficiaries. Feeling overwhelmed by your Medicare options? Now is the time to review your coverage and save money in 2024. Senior Financial Group makes sure you get the right coverage for the right price, so you can spend your time and money on what really matters. Go to sfgmedicare.com or call 865-419-3988 today. Again, that's sfgmedicare.com or 865-419-3988.
Do you have a snake in your bed? I'm not talking about a reptile. I'm talking about your spouse's dry, scaly snake legs. You know the feeling when your spouse gets in the bed and their legs slither up against you. Ugh. It's like rubbing up against a dry, scaly snake. But you can't tell them they got snake legs. Hi, I'm David Brewster from Aqua Clear Water Systems, and telling your spouse they've got dry, scaly snake legs could get you snake bitten. Your spouse can't help it. East Tennessee has heavy chlorine, hard water, and when soap and hard water mix in the shower, it makes soap scum that packs their pores like drywall mud. But you can fix this by getting a Kinetico whole house water system, which transforms the water by making it softer and healthier so you can shed that snake skin. So give us a call at 865-986-4234 or sign up at our website, aquaclearws.com. That's aquaclearws.com.
It's basketball time in Tennessee. Union Place Bar and Grill off Chambliss Avenue in Bearden is the only place to be. 24 TVs, including a 160-inch video wall in the dining room, a game room with billiards, shuffleboard, darts, golden tee, buck hunter, and video poker, and a huge outdoor courtyard perfect for tailgating with beautiful scenery, a covered area, and live music every weekend. You can't lose, unless you don't show up. Union Place Bar and Grill off Chambliss Avenue. Follow them on Facebook for daily specials. Union Place Bar and Grill. This must be the place.
This is Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. Final segment of hour number 2. Jason Swain's here, VFL, former Tennessee wide receiver. I'm Josh Ward. We say hello to Tony. Tony, good afternoon. Thanks for calling. What's on your mind today?
All right. What's going on, Josh and Swain?
What's up?
Hey, I got 3 questions, and I'll just ask them and hang up and listen to what y'all think. How do y'all feel we will match up against Ohio State is my first question. And then my second question is, do y'all know what conference officials that will be officiating the games? Like with us playing Ohio State, it won't be the Big Ten officials or the SEC, or will it be some officiating crew that's neutral? And then my third question is, won't we benefit more from running a fast pace against Ohio State instead of slowing the ball down? And I'll just hang up and listen. Thanks for taking my call.
Okay. Tony, thank you. The officiating, I haven't seen any information on who the officials will be for the game.
Yeah, I know,
Swain,
I know the crew, the TV crew that's on the game.
Yeah,
that's the A-plus crew.
It's a big crew.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Fowler, Herbie, and Holly Rowe. What do you think match up with Ohio State tempo from Tennessee's offense against Ohio State's defense?
It really depends. I mean, we saw in our last game, Tennessee able to have some nice runs on offense without using too much tempo, without having to rely on it. But we've also seen this team use tempo. I think it's going to be one of those things where you adjust in game depending on how Ohio State handles it and depending on how much success you have against their defense. So, I mean, you may have to slow it down if you're not moving the ball like you should and your defense has been on the football field a little too much. You may have to slow it down. It just really depends. But Tennessee has won games going fast this year. You've won games slowing down. And I think the most recent example of that is the Vanderbilt game where we did slow down and we were able to have explosive plays in the passing game too.
Let's say hello to Barry before this hour ends. Hey, Barry, thank you for hanging on. Short on time this hour, but appreciate you calling. What's on your mind?
Well, I'm a Tennessee Fund member, booster, and I get my email for about getting tickets, and I put in my request, and then I got another email basically telling me that Tennessee got 3,500 tickets. 2,000 of those will be used for staff and family, and I understand those things. So they gave us really 1,500 tickets. And then the thing about it is, in a bowl game, is there revenue sharing? Because if we were going to a bowl game, another game, would we not share in that revenue from the gate or whatever? I mean, who pays our expenses to go to this game? It's a hell of a cash windfall for the Columbus area. How many millions of dollars it would have meant to Knoxville? There's a lot of money involved here, and what's UT's share of that money?
Yeah, so the conference will receive money. I can go through some of the numbers because we're short on time this hour. I can come back with that if you want to, Barry. But, Columbus is getting an economic boost.
Well, I'm bringing a lunch.
Yeah, and that's
bringing
right.
Ham and cheese sandwich. I ain't getting none of my money.
Yeah, Tennessee fans, pack.
They ain't getting none of my money.
Don't support. But, Barry, I understand your frustrations on the tickets as well. We'll see if we can get you a few of the items on that when we come back. Another hour to go on Josh and Swain.
O'Shea Jackson Jr. and TJ Jefferson bring their unique take on sports entertainment with no contest wrestling, with guests like WWE Hall of Famer Eric Bischoff.
You are an excellent villain. No, I appreciate that.
Did that ever just kind of wear on you sometimes?
The only time it got difficult is when they weren't doing loudly enough. As long as I could get the crowd to hate me, that means we were making money and we were doing things right. So the more the better.
The No Contest Wrestling Podcast, part of the Rich Eisen Podcast Network, wherever you listen.
Hey, I want to tell you about Fort Sanders Health and Fitness Center. Was there for a workout this morning. We took the kids swimming this past Saturday at Fort Sanders. We have a family membership. They love to go swimming. They have a great time when we drop them off at Kid City while my wife and I get a workout in, as we have access to complimentary childcare with the family membership. They have about 85 group fitness classes that take place every single week. Those are included in your membership when you sign up at Fort Sanders, and your membership is month to month, no long-term contracts. And they have So many different activities, different sports like indoor and outdoor tennis, pickleball and racquetball courts, and indoor basketball court. That swimming pool, it's indoors. It's available for you 12 months out of the year. All the equipment and space you need for a workout. And when you sign up, you can go through a fitness evaluation and then figure out the best plan for you to then hit your fitness goals. Don't wait until 2025 gets started. Get started today. Stop by Kingston Pike right off Pellissippi Parkway. Tell them the Sports Animal sent you to Fort Sanders Health and Fitness Center.
This has been a paid announcement.
Join Tyler and Will this Friday afternoon at Oak Ridge Nissan at the corner of Illinois Avenue and the Turnpike in Oak Ridge. Make that short 10-minute drive from anywhere to Oak Ridge and save thousands. This Friday afternoon, starting at 3 at Oak Ridge Nissan with Tyler and Will in 99.1, the Sports Animal.
Are you tired of struggling with your gate every time you come home? Say goodbye to the hassle and hello to convenience with Stanley Fencing, your East Tennessee experts and automatic gate operators. From big fencing jobs to cozy backyard setups, they've got you covered. At Stanley Fencing, they take pride in not just building fences, but building lasting relationships with their customers. Because when you choose them, you're not just getting a fence, you're getting a partner for life. Stanley Fencing, where quality and care come together.
In sports, the team with the biggest number at the end of the game wins. If you're in the commercial real estate market, NAI Cola RM Moore has some big numbers to share with you. 40-plus years in business in East Tennessee. Over 20 brokers with 470 years combined experience who closed 348 transactions in 2023, resulting in over $209 million in total volume. And in property management, NAI Cola RM Moore manages over 3,750,000 square feet of property. Experience wins. And experience is the reason NAI Cola RM Moore is number one and the largest commercial real estate firm in East Tennessee. They get results, and their success comes from their clients' success. So cross the goal line a winner in commercial real estate with the NAI Cola RM Moore team. Call 865-531-6400. That's 865-531-6400 and online at colamore.com.
This year, give the gift of everything the peaceful side of the Smokies has to offer with a gift card from Oldham Hospitality. That gift card can be used on everything from coffee and ice cream to a 5-star dinner and popular outdoor apparel. Use your gift card at Peaceful Side Social, the Dancing Bear Appalachian Bistro, Peaceful Side Creamery or Brewery, Apple Valley Cafe, the Dancing Bean, or Smoky Mountain Outdoor Center. One gift card, so many possibilities. Get yours at oldhamhospitality.com.
Johnson, our CFO needs some info for the IPO ASAP.
No problem, boss. Just search the web. Cumulus Digital has helped our SEO big time.
Speak English, Johnson.
Search engine optimization.
SEO, huh? That's A-OK.
Cumulus Digital.
This is WNML FM Friendsville, WNML AM Knoxville, Cumulus Media Stations, broadcasting worldwide from the Budweiser Studios. We are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
This is Jim Rome with a Sports Minute, sponsored by Old Trapper Beef Jerky. Old Trapper, what's your beef?
Shock of all shocks, what do you know? The two-time defending champion Kansas City Chiefs find a way to barely win another close game and pull it right out of their backside. I mean, at this point, it starts to feel like we're being trolled, right? That doink last night, that end of the game almost feels like a taunt.
I'm Jim Rome.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick. And it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick. Soothing comfort for the whole family. And when you need more comfort for yourself, try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors. Use as directed. Vapo Stick for use ages 4 and up. Vapo Shower Max use for adults only.
I'm Tiffany, founder of Harlem Pilates. When I couldn't find Pilates in my neighborhood, I started a studio from my studio apartment. Chase Inc. helped me grow from 1 Pilates studio to 3. Because when you start small, you're going to need some big help.
With the Chase Inc. Business Cash Card, you can earn up to 5% cash back on business essentials, so your business can go from here to possible. Chase for business. Make more with yours. Real business owner compensated for their participation. Cards issued by J.P. Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC, subject to credit approval. Terms apply.
Shopping for a mortgage? Don't sign a thing till you call for a free quote from Fountain City Finance. 687-8200.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by McKeon Law Group. Rebuild your family. Regain your freedom. Renew your life. Call Jed McKeon McKeon and the McKeon Law Group, 294-8008 and attorney-knoxville.com.
Hour number 3 of Josh and Swain begins. Thank you for being with us. Tennessee at Ohio State, Saturday, December 21st. Be the best, you got to beat the best, or at least one of the top 6 or 7 to get started out.
We don't play Oregon first, Josh.
Play them second.
They're the best right now.
Yep. Meanwhile,
they got the best roster.
Oregon?
No.
Oh, Ohio State.
Yeah, they got the best roster.
Yes, they do.
Imagine the boosters and the donors of Ohio State if they lose to Tennessee in the first round. How mad they're going to be about their money being wasted.
Mad would be a very nice way of saying it.
Ryan Day ran off a quarterback that had a better year than the quarterback you have currently, and you ran him off for one game. That's the Michigan game, and that quarterback did not play well. So there's not a lot of trust.
Yeah, not a lot.
For Ryan Day right now.
Not a lot. And, by the way, this matchup, Tennessee and Ohio State, two of the biggest brands, two of the biggest, most passionate fan bases you're going to find in college football. These are two real-deal fan bases. This is a big-time matchup between Tennessee and Ohio State.
Yeah, I don't know a lot of Ohio State fans. I would hate to think that Buckeye Terry is a representative of Ohio State fans. I would hope not. But they're passionate too, man.
Yep.
I remember when they was out there embarrassing themselves, taking up for Urban Meyer. And Ezekiel Elliott's dad was out there out front, center, taking up for Urban Meyer when he mishandled that whole Zach Smith situation. So they crazy too. Most big fan bases got some crazy in them. And we crazy about our Vols, and they are crazy about their Buckeyes.
So we had Barry's question at the end of last hour, and I hope this covers at least a good portion of what Barry was trying to figure out with revenue and how things are divvied up. So I think Barry mentioned the 3,500 ticket allotment, and a lot of that is going to still have to cover band travel, staff, family of those involved from the university. So in this case, Tennessee on the travel side. He was asked about asking about the financial part of it as well. So this information comes from Forbes' breakdown of some of the revenue description. Revenue breakdown of how it's divvied up. So a conference will receive $4 million for each team that makes the college football playoff and for each team that advances to the quarterfinals. Then a conference will receive $6 million for each team that advances to the semifinals and each team that advances to the national championship game. A conference whose team makes the field will receive $3 million to cover expenses for each team in each round. I think Barry asked about who's paying for all this travel and all that. By the way, don't worry too much about that part of it. They're going to be fine in terms of getting expenses covered. But so the ticket revenue goes to the college football playoff. The host sites get to keep concessions, parking revenue, some of those things.
Kind of like a high school game.
Yeah, to me, and tell me if I'm wrong here or missing something, the biggest advantage is, one, being at home, trying to win and advance. And then there's the local economic benefit you can find. It would have been a big deal for Knoxville, I think.
Huge deal.
To host a playoff game.
I mean,
but
3,500, that's not a lot when you look at 100,000 people.
The ticket allotment. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, we had a...
But for conference games, it's 5,000, right, in the SEC? So it's not like it's typically a lot.
All I know is when Tennessee went to OU, it didn't feel like a typical road game in the SEC. Like, and it's gonna feel like Georgia. There was some orange there. Less orange OU, but there was orange there. And I don't know if it's going to feel like there's any orange in Columbus. When you look at 3,500 in a 101,000-seat stadium.
There'll be some orange there in Columbus. Don't worry about that.
I know there's going to be some orange.
It's going to be costly to get there.
Yeah. Costs money to have nice things.
That it does. But can you put a price on seeing your team win on the road in the first ever round of a?
Some can, some can't.
Yes, the price is.
Yeah, some can, some can't. It just depends. But hey,
right.
Nico says he like playing on the road better. Here you go, my man. They still talk about that performance versus Ohio State. What, 95?
Yeah, end of the 95 season.
What was that, 30 years ago?
Sadly, yes.
So
we're coming up on 30 almost.
In 30 more years, they could be talking about Nico. They could be talking about some other players making great plays in this game to carry Tennessee to a victory. Here's your opportunity. How do you want to be remembered? It's a great opportunity for some of our players, man.
What is the capacity of Ohio's stadium, we were asked?
It's over 101.
Yeah, officially they list it at 102,780.
I mean, it's like Neyland Stadium.
Yeah.
As far as like the seating, it's a little. I don't know how loud it gets versus Tennessee because our stadium the seats go straight up, so it's hard for the noise to get out. But we'll see, man. We'll see. All I know is little Herb Street didn't want to be a Buckeye. He wanted to be a Wolverine.
Going to Michigan, huh?
How about that? How about that? Yeah, Kirk Herbstreit's son, 3-star quarterback from Nashville, is going to Michigan. Hey, Buckeye fans, some of them are hurting. They torn. They don't know what to do. They're crashing out over that.
I don't know this. Do you know what is the status of the relationship with the Herbstreits in Ohio State? Because he moved to Nashville. The family moved to Nashville.
Well, you know why he moved to Nashville. It was getting death threats.
From Buckeye fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you think the relationship is?
I wouldn't think good.
What would your relationship be if you was getting death threats from fans in the city that you lived in?
Not favorable.
No.
His other sons went to Clemson.
So none of them went to Ohio State.
None that I know of.
He went to Michigan, man.
And sorry, this will be your first game at Ohio Stadium?
Yeah. I didn't even want to go on a visit there.
Yeah. You went to Michigan. Michigan was your runner-up.
Yeah. I didn't like red, man. That's why I didn't want to go. I didn't want to go. I did go to Georgia though, but that's because I was Rodney Garner.
Yep.
He was recruiting me, but
have you and Rodney talked about that since he's been back at UT?
I think briefly, like quick. Yeah, I think it was quick. I did mention the fact that I took a visit because of him, and I promised him I would go. That's the only thing I think I said.
Yeah.
It was quick, though. It was funny, though.
But I would think he has an appreciation of that because as respectful as you were from everything I know in the recruiting process.
Yeah, respectful as I was. I don't know what happened, man. I used to be really respectful.
So you know that Pollock was bashing the balls when you were playing video games with him?
He was the worst host ever in the recruiting. He was treating me like I was already evolved.
Well,
in my mind I was, but still ain't the point. He didn't help it, that's for sure. At all.
Let's see here. Trying to confirm this. See if we can confirm. We got a text on something that would be of interest to you, Swain. 865-656-9900 is the phone number to be a part of the show. Let's say hello to Jack. Jack, thanks for hanging on with us. You're on Josh and Swain. What's on your mind?
Hey, fellas. Is my radio too loud?
You sound good.
Y'all hear me okay? All right. I wanted to call up and I wanted to ask about culture. I think that our culture is stronger than Ohio State's culture. I think Ohio State's got some cracks in their culture. And, when Ryan Day was talking about letting these boys that are going to go to the transfer portal continue to dress out and play and finish the year. And, with our program, if you're going, the best thing for our team and our culture is to just let you, move on. So that's one thing I think, and y'all disagree with that. Second thing is, I think Nico is going to ball out up there, and I can't wait to see how he does. But my question is, I don't have any doubt that we're going to dominate the front, and we're going to do well with our back end on defense. But what about the middle? What do you guys think about the middle? And our edge guys and our linebackers. I'll just wait and let y'all talk about that. But I just wanted to ask y'all, I listen to y'all all day, listen to all the shows, and I wear hearing aids and I do fine. But when Tyler and Will comes on, those boys talk so dang fast. It's unbelievable. But so ask those boys to slow down a little bit. But anyway, what about the middle? I'll hang up and listen. Thanks, Matt. Thanks, guys. Great show.
We'll try to get management to release a chopped and screwed version of Tyler and Will for you. Slow it down for you. My concerns is linebacker and our ability to make explosive plays on the outside with our wide receivers. Because when you have receivers like Ohio State's DBs are going up against those receivers every day, right? Ohio State's DBs will be pretty prepared. So we have to step it up and make a lot of plays on the outside. And then with our linebackers, when you had Jalen Smith into the portal, don't get me started on that. And then you got Kenny Peely that's out due to injury. So linebackers will have to step up. I think it's a vulnerable group right now. Don't think about it. Don't try it.
All right, we'll come back. 865-656-9900.
Don't even do it. I see it in your eyes over there, Josh.
Know when to fold them. That's what they say. We'll come back. More of your thoughts with the playoff field set. Tennessee at Ohio State on December 21st. More talk on the playoff field. Tennessee OSU. And attaboy this hour right here on Josh and Swain.
Your odds to win 99.1 These Sports Animals' biggest prizes just got better. We now draw one member of our email club, The Jungle, as an instant finalist in contests with a grand prize value over $500. Club members get links to our latest blogs and videos, plus a layout of sports animal programming and the biggest sporting events of the weekend. To make sure you receive our weekly sports animal emails, visit our website at 991thesportsanimal.com and sign up for The Jungle Email Club.
At McKinnish Law Group, they believe that every client deserves dedicated, personalized legal support. Whether you're facing a divorce, trying to obtain Social Security disability benefits, or navigating a criminal case, their experienced attorneys are here to stand by your side. With a reputation for results and a commitment to your success, McKinnish Law Group is your trusted partner in the legal system. Visit McKinnishLaw.com. All people are equal before the law. A good attorney makes a difference.
Unwrap the magic of Christmas with dazzling surprises from Rick Terry Jewelry Designs. This holiday season, elevate your celebrations with custom designed jewelry that tells your unique story. And here's a little extra joy. With every purchase from us, you'll receive our complimentary maintenance program, providing you peace of mind knowing your items are backed by a team of professional on-site master jewelers. Visit Rick Terry Jewelry Designs today. We want to be your jeweler.
Hey, this is the Fat Jack, and football season is here. Are you ready to make some money? Have you bet on sports before? That probably did not go great. I can help you make money. Go to fatjacksports.com and get dialed in to turn a profit. The picks are emailed to you. They're on your personal portal on the website, and you can pay less than $50 a week for longer packages to make money betting this football season. Fatjacksports.com, the only place you need to go. 100% transparent, and will turn you profit this season at Fat Jack Sports. FatJackSports.com.
Join the team at the YMCA of East Tennessee, where work is play. Whether you love sports, fitness, swimming, or working with kids, bring your passion to their mission at the Y. Positions include opportunity for benefits, including insurance, paid time off, a free Y membership, and a $500 sign-on bonus. From part-time jobs to lifelong careers, your work at the Y will help strengthen the foundations of our community. Apply online at ymcaknoxville.org/careers.
Shop limited time deals on last minute gifts now at Lowe's. Save $50 on a Werner 6-foot aluminum stepladder. Was $89, now just $39. Plus, get your choice of select Craftsman V20 tools for only $39. And save time and money with free shipping on orders of $45 or more. Because Lowe's knows deals. Offers valid 12/5 through 12/11. While supplies last. Selection varies by location. Free standard shipping not available in Alaska and Hawaii.
Whoa, it's you, the Capital One Bank guy.
That's what they call me.
Mind if I get a selfie?
Yeah, sure thing. Say no fees or minimums on your Capital One checking account.
Wow, that's a keeper. So, where are you heading?
I'm off to spread the good news that Capital One helps people keep more money in their wallet with no overdraft fees.
Oh, you're the best Capital One Bank guy.
Hey, mind if I get a selfie?
Sure.
Say, Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One N.A. member FDIC.
Succulent smoked salmon, shrimp 3 different ways, crab legs, juicy prime rib cooked just right. Is your mouth watering yet? Stop imagining it and enjoy it in person at the Crown Plaza in downtown Knoxville. Every Friday night, Mahogany's at the Crown Plaza puts on the best surf and turf buffet in East Tennessee. Make your Friday night one to remember for a dining experience so good you'll want to make it a habit. Call 865-522-2600 now to make your reservations. That's 865-522-2600. Or online at crownknox.com. That's crown with an E, knox.com. You've tried the rest. Now enjoy the best at the Crown Plaza. This Friday at 9 a.m., go to 991thesportsanimal.com to catch a sweet deal to Mahogany's at the Crown Plaza. Sweet deals are your chance to experience some of the finest restaurants and attractions East Tennessee has to offer at unbeatable values. Don't miss this deal going live Friday morning at 9.
Listening to us on the air. Free. Listening on the app. Free. Listening on our website. Free. No subscription required. Just free sports talk. Josh and Swain on 99.1 The Sports Animal. Once again, voted one of the top 25 sports midday shows in America by Barrett Sports Media.
This is Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. Swain, we had this question from Matt. It's a good one because I had to look it up to make sure. But Matt asked, for Tennessee to win the national title, will they have to win 4 games in a row over teams that have all been ranked number 1 this season? Ohio State has actually not been ranked number 1. I couldn't recall if they have or not. But the teams that have been ranked number 1 from the AP and coaches polls and then college football playoff rankings, which started about 5 weeks ago, Georgia was preseason number 1. Then Texas, Alabama, and Oregon have been number 1. So Ohio State was not number 1 in the AP or coaches polls. But beyond that, yes, Oregon, obviously. In round 3, Tennessee would project to face Texas, and then the title game could see Georgia. Those teams have number 1. And Ohio State was number 2, so not far off.
Yeah, they were number 2 week 1 till I forgot exactly when they were not, maybe when they lost to Oregon, but like
when Texas went to Michigan and blew them out, Texas jumped Ohio State.
Gotcha. But this is what we used to, though. I mean, I'm not saying that our texter came off complaining about our road to a championship, but this is what we expect. This is what we're used to. Could it have been easier? Yeah, because you look at our path or Ohio State's path to win championship, you have to go through Oregon, and it's unfair to Oregon too.
Yeah, Oregon
got screwed.
Has a lot to complain about.
Yeah,
they don't have to play in the first round, but their second round draw is the number 1 team is either Ohio State or Tennessee.
Yeah, so
something's off there.
Like this league has prepared us.
Well, Texas has to win the game at home against Clemson, But Texas's second round matchup would be Arizona State as the 5, as the top seeded team, not getting a first round bye. Penn State gets Boise.
Here's a question.
In the second round.
Texas, y'all gonna roll Quinn Ewers?
I thought there would be more Arch Manning on Saturday.
Quinn Ewers was not good. This is the second time he has not been good against Georgia. He hasn't been good for a little bit. I know injuries can affect how you play, but you got Arch Manning behind. And so at what point does Steve Sarkisian say, you know what, man, I'm going to roll with somebody that could potentially play a little bit better, be more consistent. So that's going to be fascinating to keep up with and watch.
Let's say hello to Curtis on Josh and Swain. Curtis, good afternoon. What's on your mind today?
Good afternoon, guys. I'm going to piggyback off the 2 callers ago talking about the ticket allotments. Not complaining about those. I understand the reasoning behind those. I guess my biggest complaint as a Tennessee fan and person that has multiple sport season tickets, when it comes to postseason play, bowl games and whatnot, the only complaint I would have is if you are let's say if you have football tickets and you have 2 season football tickets, but you are higher on the priority list, you should only be allowed to buy 2 tickets instead of up to 6, because I think that knocks a lot of people out. You know, I have tickets to baseball, and it's the same thing. When we went to postseason, there was very few tickets, and everybody above you can buy up to 6, whether or not you even had season tickets to baseball. Or if you did, you could buy 6, even though maybe you had 1. I think making it fair for people who pay the money for season tickets, there should be a little bit more availability for people to do postseason activities instead of allowing everybody to buy 6. I'll hang up and see what your guys' thoughts are.
Okay, Curtis, thanks.
I think you make a good point.
Yeah, I'd say that's reasonable. Now, I don't know how they're going to ultimately distribute. I know you're able to request up to 6, but I don't know how the distribution's going to go. But if they're only going to be able to allocate about 1,000 tickets to donors, well, then most people are going to be left out.
Yeah, most people will.
So that's pretty easy math to do.
That stinks, man.
Yeah, so Curtis's point, I think, is fair. I don't know how the final distribution is going to go. We did have a text, I guess not totally pleased with the fact that it goes to, that's going to be based on donor rank, but that's just, I would say, how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, what other way can you do it?
I mean, you could do totally random. I know that's not how it's going to work. You give the most money, you're going to have first dibs.
That's the golden rule, man.
I'm not saying like that. I'm not saying like that at all. But if I were in charge, I would factor in donor rank.
Yeah, I would probably.
I'm not going to have my biggest spenders, the people that support us the most. I'm not going to have them upset with me, realistically.
Yeah.
So, but if you have 1,000 tickets, you're going to have a lot of upset people, and that's the unfortunate part of it. That's another reason to be disappointed Tennessee didn't get a home game.
You could sell teams for $500 million. You could do that.
Wait, say that again?
Sell your team for $500 million.
Sell the team?
Yeah. I mean, there's investors out there. I don't think there's going to be a top-tier SEC team that does it.
Yeah.
But, like, there's billion-dollar businesses out here that want to buy a college football team. And they're talking about infusing $500 million into the program to deal with NIL and the facilities and all that stuff, but they own or part owner or majority owner of a football program. Could do that.
What if all the VFLs came together to buy the Vols?
We wouldn't have enough money.
All of you?
All?
Yeah.
We all didn't play in the league, Josh.
Peyton did.
All right, Peyton, put it up. I add my $20.
Darwin Walker's a big businessman, right?
Huge business. Big business.
Darwin's like, what are you spending my money for? But, yeah, all of you powers combined, you might have to sell one of your jets. Sorry, Swain, but put it together. Let's say hello to Turkey Man before this segment ends. Hey, Turkey Man, good afternoon. What's on your mind?
Hey, guys. Well, I got a couple little things here. First of all, I ain't playing the game, so it won't really matter to me, but I look like we're in a good position to take care of business and get respect. I mean, go win. Just win. And I would like to see two SEC teams playing for the championship because that needs to make a statement. That was my intake on that. But the other thing is, I'm not very good at this. Talk about AI and all this stuff. But if I could do this, I'm good at GIFs on Twitter. I learned from Best on that. But I'm pretty good at that. But if I could, I would have Sign Stealer guy sitting with talking to Heupel in team meetings. Going with them and sitting in and have OU on his form, and a Sign Stealer guy would be with me everywhere.
Who said that don't already exist, Turkey Man? That's been going on for years.
No, I'm talking about
Connor
now.
Stallions. Yeah,
I am talking about now.
Well, I haven't seen it. If I have, send it to me.
Well, that's the whole purpose for you not to be able to see it.
Yeah, he's not walking around with a designated shirt on.
I am the Sign Stealer guy. That's me.
I'm talking about the glasses. I'm talking about the clipboard. I'm talking about sitting like he's observing and talking to Heupel. I'm talking about quarterback room. I'm talking about the whole gamut.
Mm-hmm. Well,
every time you pull up a gift, you got a Sign Stealer guy with Tennessee on team bus, and team meeting. I just blast them with it. Because they so over Michigan they can't even stand it, and they really believe Sign Stealer guy did it to them. So I don't know, but I would if I could do it, I'd do it. But I ain't got that skill.
Okay, well, hey, it's a good idea, Turkey Man.
Use my Twitter that direction. Love you guys.
See you, Turkey Man.
Just win. Win.
Yeah, they've been stealing signs for years. There's I'm pretty sure someone on every staff that's put in charge of being able to pick up certain things from the opposite sidelines. Because if we was doing it, and you saw what happened with Connor Stallions, like they just became like really brazen about it. I mean, that's one guy that was just really, really brazen about it, and there were some folks that kind of clutched their pearls a little bit. Like that happens all the time. There's always been a Sign Stealer guy. There's a guy like that in the NFL. That's why you see coaches use a play sheet to cover their mouth.
Is that a better way to handle it? You know, things that used to be against rules are now okay. Like you can pay players, right? So we have NIL, a barbecue, something like that. But what if you have a designated Sign Stealer guy, and he's on the official team site? That's his title, Sign Stealer guy. I think Turkey Man's come up with something here.
Well, we had an official trash can holder guy. So why not? Why not, Josh?
Hey, how about this? Also, I think there's a YouTube show there somewhere of Turkey Man showing people how to make GIFs, Turkey Man teaching people about AI. I think there's something there. Dustin texted in and said, this is Dustin in Knoxville, "Hey, Josh, I used one of your dad jokes on another national sports show. The JR show was asking for jokes, so I used yours and gave you credit."
Hey, okay. All right, forget about us. Don't forget about us small people here, Josh, when you make it big time.
That's a big deal.
You might go on a dad joke tour.
We can work on it. What do you call Santa Claus that raises cattle? What do you call a Santa Claus that raises cattle?
What?
A Jolly Rancher.
You know what, Josh? Maybe we should postpone that tour and spend that time working in the lab a little bit more. Then we'll go on tour when you're ready.
Okay.
Not yet.
That was from Jared in Chattanooga.
No, don't blame it on Jared.
865-656-9900 is how you can join us on Josh and Swain.
That was yours.
Now you can text the sports animal. Try it out. 865-656-9900. Text us. 865-656-9900. That's 865-656-9900 to text the sports animal.
Bring security to your home with a new fence from Tennessee Home. Tennessee Home is your local trusted fencing and deck specialist. Call today for a free no-pressure appointment. 865-304-0955 or visit online, tennesseehome.us.
Hey, it's Josh. I want to tell you about Fort Sanders Health and Fitness Center. We have a family membership there at Fort Sanders. If you need a family membership, just a membership for yourself, a gym to get a workout in, they have whatever you need for your fitness goals, for maybe your family's fitness goals. You can sign up. You can actually stop by. Sign up for a free 3-day trial. That's a good way to get started. You can try it out for yourself. Use the facility. Take some of the group fitness classes they have available. About 85 group fitness classes taking place every single week at Fort Sanders. They're included in your membership, which is month to month, no long-term contracts. With the winter months coming up, the indoor track they have available for walking, jogging, and running comes in handy. The indoor swimming pool is available 12 months out of the year. When the summer months return, so will the outdoor pool access, plus indoor and outdoor tennis and pickleball, racquetball, basketball court. The facility itself is always well taken care of. It's a 5-star club, part of Covenant Health. That's where I go and where my family goes. Stop by for yourself, Kingston Pike, right off Pellissippi Parkway. Tell them the Sports Animal sent you to Fort Sanders Health and Fitness Center.
This has been a paid announcement.
Thinking of a gift for the entire family? Games and Things has great deals on all in-stock and special order pool tables. With holiday movies and bowl games coming up, be sure to check out the largest selection of theater seating in the area. For those last-minute gifts, see Games and Things for cue and case combos, darts and dartboards, poker chip sets, table tennis, foosball, and air hockey tables. Or if you can't decide, get a Games and Things gift card. It's your holiday destination on Kingston Pike at Lovell Road. Games and Things, 'cause life should be fun.
East Tennessee born and raised. There's a law firm in town that understands our area and how to help you best when you're in need. At the McKeon Law Group, Jed McKeon and his team specialize in all aspects of how to best guide you in times when you need it the most. Whether you're going through a divorce, injury, child custody, or criminal battles, their team is a family that will do its best to help your family. Call 294-8008 for the McKeon Law Group. East Tennessee born, raised, and ready to help you, no matter what your case.
691-1211, 691-1211. You got to remember that phone number, 865-691-1211, because that number gets you to Steve Vasgard Wealth and Retirement Strategies. What Steve does is teach you the wisdom of how money works for better stewardship, so you can have more, so you can give more, so you can leave more. One thing that I absolutely love that Steve does, for every client that he has, he'll bring you in, he'll look at where you are right now financially, look at your individual, unique financial goals, and create multiple models so that you can find the most efficient way for you to grow your wealth. Let's remember, if your money's sitting in the company 401k right now, you are losing money every single day to 1, inflation, 2, opportunity cost. If you want to find out how to grow your wealth as efficiently as possible, you need to dial 865-691-1211. Steve will send you a no-obligation video, 3 minutes long, no risk, no obligation. 865-691-1211, 691-1211, or find out more online at wealthwithwisdom.com.
Hey, this is the Fat Jack, and football season is here. Are you ready to make some money? Have you bet on sports before? That probably did not go great. I can help you make money. Go to fatjacksports.com and get dialed in to turn a profit. The picks are emailed to you. They're on your personal portal on the website, and you can pay less than $50 a week for longer packages to make money betting this football season. Fatjacksports.com, the only place you need to go. 100% transparent, and will turn you profit this season at fatjacksports.com.
Attention Medicare beneficiaries. Feeling overwhelmed by your Medicare options? Now is the time to review your coverage and save money in 2024. Senior Financial Group makes sure you get the right coverage for the right price, so you can spend your time and money on what really matters. Go to sfgmedicare.com or call 865-419-3988 today. Again, that's sfgmedicare.com or 865-419-3988.
Don't put the rain gear away for too long Monday and Tuesday. It's going to be kind of spitting light rain after all of us got the first alerted rain earlier. Mild weather, though, 60 degrees with breezy winds midday Monday. Winds go slack. Fog is back on Tuesday morning with more windy weather and a few showers Tuesday. From the WVLT Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ben Cathy.
This report is sponsored by York Factory Direct.
You strive to give your customers more. York is here to help by providing hands-on, industry-leading training for contractors to give them the knowledge and skills they need to give homeowners excellent service. York, built to work. Visit york.com/become a contractor.
Get an ooey gooey chocolate cake with vanilla soft serve and warm chocolate fudge for free. Simply join the Buddy's Barbecue email club and get a free junior hot fudge cake. Add your number for a full-sized upgrade. Only at buddysbarbecue.com.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by McKeon Law Group, East Tennessee's #1 family law and divorce attorney group. Call Jed McKeon and the McKeon Law Group to help your family in their hardest times. 294-8008 and attorney-knoxville.com.
This is Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us. By the way, we were asked what was the joke Dustin used. It went national. Said he gave me credit on the JR show. Swain, why can't you hear the pterodactyl use the bathroom?
Why?
Because the P is silent.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I see why you got that love. That's a good one right there.
Where was the laughter? The laughter? You said that was a good one.
I said it was a good one.
Okay.
I didn't say it was funny.
Okay. Jason Swain.
If I thought it was funny, I would laugh.
He's here all week as well, folks. Jason Swain, VFL. Watch this comedy special coming up. By the way, tickets to a comedy special coming up before this show ends, before we close things out at 3 o'clock, 865-656-9900. If you would like to be a part of the show, one more. This is from Scott. Why was E the only letter to receive a present from Santa Claus?
Why?
Because the rest of the letters were not E.
All right, that's good.
You like that?
That's one for the dinner table.
Okay.
Kiddos.
You give Scott an attaboy for that one?
That's a good one. Good job, Scott.
Good job, Scott. Attaboy worthy. Now we hand out today's attaboy.
I just wanted to come by and congratulate you on the great work you've been doing.
I like your style. You remind me of a young me.
Failure is not an option.
That boy is good.
Always remind yourself, nobody built like you. You design yourself.
Attaboy. So every day we hand out attaboys and attagirls thanks to the Native Nursery, open for contractors and landscapers. And this is collective, and we're so much into the playoff talk and what's going on in college football, Tennessee, Ohio State. More time is deserving for Tennessee basketball, men's basketball, Lady Vols, the men's team, #1 in the country. Rick Barnes has taken Tennessee back to the top of the polls again. They're 8-0. They've dominated the competition to this point. SEC play is going to be quite a road. That league is playing high-level basketball right now.
Did last year's team ever hit #1?
I don't think so.
I'll continue.
Okay. Tennessee #1 in the country in both the AP and the coaches polls, and then the Lady Vols entering the polls today as they continue to win, beating Florida State last week and then Iowa over the weekend up in Brooklyn. So Tim Caldwell has already put the Lady Vols back in the top 25, top 20 in fact, and Rick Barnes has Tennessee at #1. So how about Tennessee basketball?
You ever watch Martin when he was growing up?
Sure.
He would say, You go, girl. That's what we say about the Lady Vols. You go, girls.
You were at the win against Florida State last year.
Oh, that was fun. That was real fun. I wish I was in New York watching them play against Iowa because they forced 30-plus turnovers. That was insane. I was thinking to myself, they got to win this game because you can't force 30-plus turnovers and have more than 20 possessions extra and not win this game. You got to win this game. But I'm glad they did. They turned it on at the right time. Iowa couldn't handle the intensity, couldn't handle the defense.
Saw Brian Rice on social media. Voice of the Lady Vols.
Hey, if he's in your corner, he is going to speak up on your behalf.
That is right.
You want Brian Rice in your corner. I'll tell you that much.
So both basketball teams, the men's team number 1 in the country, Kim Caldwell's team ranked top 20. We hand out attaboys and attagirls today, and we do so every day thanks to the Native Nursery, open for contractors and landscapers, your one-stop destination offering quality wholesale plants, trees, and landscaping materials. That includes boulders, flagstone, mulch, and more. They can take your leaves and hardscape waste for a low flat rate. If you're a contractor or landscaper, make the Native Nursery your go-to location today. Go by 3473 Louisville Road, just 5 minutes from Pellissippi off the Topside Road exit. You can call them at 865-310-3256. It's the Native Nursery, open for contractors and landscapers.
I love it. We got a lot of stuff going on here, man.
I'm afraid of the jinx, even though I don't believe in jinxes. But
how you going to be afraid of something that you don't believe in?
Okay, I'm not afraid of the jinx. I'm afraid of people getting mad at me for potentially jinxing. But, man, Tennessee fans have not seen a lot of losing. They're watching some winners. Think about the last...
It's not a jinx. We've been saying that for months, Josh. And all that's happened is Tennessee went on to win a baseball national championship.
Right.
And go get the number 1 seed. And now the Lady Vols are ranked after being unranked. So... we've been saying the same thing for months and months now, and the blessings keep on coming.
So you think we've passed through the jinx window?
I don't think there ever was a window, Josh.
Okay. I mean, think about in the last 6 months, how many losses have Tennessee fans seen? I mean, none in basketball. Football team only lost 2 games.
The last what?
6 months or so.
6 months?
When did the postseason begin in baseball? That was late May. You didn't lose many games there.
No. Not a lot of winning, man. This is what I will tell our fan base. Don't be like Alabama. Don't be like some of these other programs that get spoiled and don't have the same enthusiasm about winning and being successful. Don't be like them. Okay,
unless I'm not very smart, which is certainly a possibility, I think the answer is 3. 3 losses in the last 6 months. Once to Texas A&M in that final best of 3.
Not Florida State. Sorry, that wasn't intentional. My bad, Florida State.
No, they didn't lose the Florida State game.
My bad.
Either one of them.
My bad.
12-11 was the final score in that World Series opener. So once to Texas A&M. 2 football losses.
A lot of winning, man.
It's 1 loss every 2 months.
Did you factor in the computer championship too?
Yeah, Tony Vitello does not have Tennessee's most recent national championship. That would belong to the Excel team, Microsoft Excel Championships.
Tony better get to work there.
Which to some is a bigger deal.
And I don't blame those some either.
Yeah.
It is a big deal.
Yep. Crunch on that one. So, one more segment to go. We'll hit the power poll to close things out. Final thoughts from you. Text box at 865-656-9900. The croquet team lost a few. We'll check the schedule. They're still pretty good. We'll come back for a final segment right here on Josh and Swain.
How would you like to lose 25 pounds over the holidays and save 25% at the same time? Well, that's what you can do with Be the Younger You right here in Knoxville. They make it so easy. They've even got Saturday appointments available. So you call, you make your appointment by December 3rd. You're going to receive 25% off, and now you can lose up to 25 pounds before Christmas. The results are undeniable. Call Be the Younger You at 498-3000 or visit BeTheYoungerYouKnox.com.
Results may vary. Thinking of a gift for the entire family? Games and Things has great deals on all in-stock and special order pool tables. With holiday movies and bowl games coming up, be sure to check out the largest selection of theater seating in the area. For those last-minute gifts, see Games and Things for cue and case combos, darts and dartboards, poker chip sets, table tennis, foosball, and air hockey tables. Or if you can't decide, get a Games and Things gift card. It's your holiday destination on Kingston Pike at Lovell Road. Games and Things, because life should be fun.
This year, give the gift of everything the peaceful side of the Smokies has to offer with a gift card from Oldham Hospitality. That gift card can be used on everything from coffee and ice cream to a 5-star dinner and popular outdoor apparel. Use your gift card at Peaceful Side Social, the Dancing Bear Appalachian Bistro, Peaceful Side Creamery or Brewery, Apple Valley Cafe, the Dancing Bean, or Smoky Mountain Outdoor Center. One gift card, so many possibilities. Get yours at oldhamhospitality.com.
Hey folks, Gerald Nelson with Ted Russell Nissan. What in the world was that?
A bunch of reindeer and a big red sleigh just crashed through the front of the showroom.
Oh, I bet that was Santa Claus. It's that time of year when he always brings that sled to Ted because he knows it's worth $5,500 worth of purchase of any new in-stock 2024 Nissan. Hey, Santa, are you and Miss Claus and all the reindeers okay?
Ho, ho, ho. We're fine, Gerald.
See, Nick, I told you to get rid of those bad brakes before we came down here.
Ho, ho. But, honey, I did get rid of them. That's the reason we couldn't stop.
It don't matter. You know the rules. Slip and drip and skip and rock and knock and even wreck with a bad Carfax. Or even no brakes. If it'll drive, it's worth $5,500 worth of purchase of any new in-stock 2024 Nissan. Come on, Miss Claus, and be careful. Watch out for the broken glass. And let's pick you out a brand new Nissan and get you and Santa back to the North Pole.
Ho, ho, ho. That's right. I need to get back because it's only a few days until Christmas, and all the kids are waiting.
Merry Christmas from everybody at Ted Russell Nissan on Kingston Pike.
Have you ever been stoned? I'm not talking about that freshman year of college at the frat house, laying on the floor, feeling out of your mind stoned. I'm talking about kidney stone when you're an adult and you're hunkered over the toilet with electrifying pain pulsating through your body because a kidney stone is sliding through your urinary tract like a 20-pound petrified porcupine, moving at the speed of a sloth. I'm David Brewster from Aqua Clear Water Systems, and I may not be a medically certified stone stopper, but I have been helping clients for 25 years who have had kidney stones by getting them super pure drinking water by removing the hardness impurities that fertilize and feed kidney stones. I'm not making health claims, but I have seen it help clients, and maybe it can help you. So before you get stoned and start to cry, why don't you give us a good, tasty try?
When family matters become legal matters, you need someone on your side who truly understands. At McKinnish Law Group, they focus on family law, guiding you through the toughest times with experience, compassion, and results. From custody battles to divorce and everything in between, they're here to protect your rights and your family's future. Trust a law firm who cares. McKinnish Law Group, your family, their priority. Visit McKinnishLaw.com today for a consultation and take the first step towards resolution.
Everything is more expensive than ever before. Well, except for the sports animal. Always free on the air and on the stream. Always. 99.1 The Sports Animal.
From the Budweiser studios of The Sports Animal, we are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Final segment of Josh and Swain. Thanks for hanging out with us today. We'll be back tomorrow at 12 o'clock. We'll have some more hoops to talk about. Tennessee, Miami tomorrow at Madison Square Garden. Tennessee at Illinois on Saturday. That's the number one ranked Tennessee. Basketball team will have more Tennessee, Ohio State, Tennessee, and college football playoff talk. Between now and December 20th and 21st, Tennessee will play the night game on December 21st at Ohio State.
The weather is going to be good.
What it is.
Well, what it is, and what is it? Well, it's going to be the 30s, and it may end up in the 20s and possible snow. But hey, it was cold versus Vanderbilt in Nashville, and those temperatures shouldn't scare anybody from playing the best football game. Now, for the spectators, it's going to be a little cold, but the players, they'll have heated heated benches. They'll have access to multiple heaters on the sideline. They'll be just fine.
For the fans, take your long johns.
Take your long johns for sure.
It'll be a long johns game. Before we hit the power poll, guys, this is Chris from Columbus. Happy to have you talk about the Buckeyes. Keep the trash talk coming. I can say confidence in the team is high, but trust in play calling is low. Can we win it all? Yes, but only if Ryan Day doesn't play scared and lets Chip Kelly call passing plays. See your team soon.
Oh, Ryan Day nervous. I mean, I would be too. Because he has been, he was born on third base, is what Jim Harbaugh said when he got that job at Ohio State. He didn't have to really build anything from scratch. And so you've already lost the Michigan game. You've lost it a couple times. You have a roster that you told your booster donors you needed cash. He's been on the record publicly saying what he needed and how much it cost to retain a roster. And reports came out that they spent over $25 million on this roster. So the pressure's on Ryan Day for sure.
All righty, last couple minutes of the show. Again, we'll be back tomorrow at 12 o'clock. If you want to go back and listen to our show on demand, search Josh and Swain anywhere you get the podcast. Thanks to Beatty Chevrolet. We close out the show with the power poll.
Captain, we're losing power in the warp engine.
Nuclear power plant.
What's up? I'm Kenny Powers.
You don't know the power of the dark side.
I have the power!
With great power comes great responsibility.
Full power, Mr. Scott.
Swain, we have our top winners and losers out of the weekend. Would you like to hit us with your list first?
Yes, sir. Arkansas State with the basketball upset over Memphis. Missouri got an upset win over Kansas. So Kansas was ranked number 1. They've lost twice so far, and Mizzou was one of the reasons why. SMU, their performance, I guess, in the ACC championship game was good enough for them to reach the college football playoff. We're talking about a program that at one point got the death penalty.
Yeah.
And look where they are right now. So another thing that's cool is Rhett Lashley, who used to be an assistant for Auburn, responsible for keeping Alabama out of college football playoffs. Lady Vols, their win versus Iowa up there in New York City versus a top 20 ranked Iowa team. And then how about number 1, man? Clemson winning the ACC and put themselves in the college football playoff. Losers, there's only one. Look online, Josh Ward. Who's barking the loudest? It's Alabama. All you had to do was not lose 24-3 on the road to Oklahoma. All you had to do was not lose to Vanderbilt. 2 teams, 6-6. But you out here talking about now you're not going to schedule non-conference games. What does that have to do with your record in the SEC? Nothing. You sound ridiculous, folks. Biggest loser is Alabama.
Honorable mention win to John Morant. Did you see his reverse dunk?
I did see it.
If you can do that, you're a winner in my book. Number 5, Penn State. You lose the Big Ten title game, but you get a draw that you're happy to take in the playoff. Number 4, Georgia. They get a bye, which they need with their SEC title because they're going to have to figure out the quarterback spot. The MLS Cup goes to LA Galaxy. They're number 3. Clemson's number 2. Standing policy. A team gives you $765 million. You're my number 1 winner. That's Juan Soto. Losers from the weekend. I know they're not playing for anything, but the Titans 10-6 to the Jaguars. The Falcons and Kirk Cousins with that loss at the Vikings. Number 1, your Alabama Crimson Tide. Out of the playoff.
My
Just
Bears-
sitting around at home getting knocked out.
My Bears look trash too, man. Golly. So terrible. But, yeah.
Everybody knows
Not my Alabama Crimson Tide.
the Raiders are coming.
Yeah, for the number 1 spot in the draft.
Exactly what I meant. Swain, a lot of fun. We'll try again tomorrow at 12 o'clock.
Let's do it.
Appreciate all the interaction today. Ton of opinions out there all over the place on the college football playoff for good reason. We'll continue the discussion tomorrow as Tennessee gets ready for Ohio State. A little more than a week and a half to go, December 21st, when Tennessee will play in Columbus. We'll talk about it again tomorrow. Get you ready for Tennessee basketball tomorrow night. Thanks, Jason, for producing. Thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll see you tomorrow at noon right here on Josh and Swain.